Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Last of Eden's Vices, a Vampire the Masquerade actual play by Goblets and Gays. In a moment, I will introduce our kindred, but first, a quick word about safety. Vampire the Masquerade is a game of personal horror. As such, we might touch on sensitive topics. The cast and I have completed a session 0. I have their lines in veils. In chat, you will see a list of content warnings for the session for our podcast and YouTube viewers. These can be found in our episode notes. Now, let's move on to the kindred. They will go around and introduce themselves, who they are, and who they are playing. Aki, would you like to start us off?
No, joking. Hi, I'm Aki or Kino if you're feeling fancy. My pronouns are she, her, and for this chronicle, I will be playing Faline, uh, who is our Banu Hakim, and her pronouns are also she, her.
Hi, y'all. I am Alyssa. My pronouns are they, them. And I will be playing Nora Wilmore, who uses she, they pronouns and is a caitiff.
Hello, I am Dusty. I use they, he pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Lupe Cruz, who is our bruja. They use she, her pronouns.
Hi, everybody. My name is Nala or Jay. My pronouns are they, them. And for this chronicle, I am playing Eirlin, who uses Z's and Zir's pronouns and is from Clan Malkavian.
And I'm Liv. I use she, they pronouns, and I will be playing Sylvie, our Toreador, who uses she, her pronouns. Yes.
Lovely. And thank you all for tuning into this very first episode. It is going to be a wild ride from here on out. But now, let's venture into the night. In the heart of New England, nestled in the frigid waters of the Atlantic, there lies a city shrouded in haunting beauty. A city of darkened alleyways, ancient spires, and whispers carried upon chill winds. Providence, Rhode Island, presents itself as a labyrinth of secrets, where the past refuses to release its grasp on the present. The architecture is a macabre marriage of Gothic and colonial styles that cast long, foreboding shadows on the streets. The remnants of centuries-old buildings stand as crumbling relics of a bygone era, their decaying facades revealing the scars of time. Gargoyles leer down from the height of centuries-old churches, as if guarding the knowledge held in their hallowed halls. The weather of this city perpetuates its gloomy allure, shrouding the city in a blanket of mist and fog as to hide the monstrous nature of those who walk the streets at night. The near constant rain acts as the city's tears, as if it's mourning something no one else will understand. The scent of brine is an ever-present reminder of the relentless waves that both nurture and threaten the city. The turbulent waters serve as a somber reminder of a history of maritime tragedy and lost souls. But the city itself seems to be stuck in a perpetual twilight, where the past and the present seem to coexist in a never-ending ghostly dance. Every night when the sun falls below the horizon and the mist rolls in, the dark soul of the city reawakens, revealing its heart. The city is a place where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs, and where the echoes of history still reverberate in the city's memory. Tonight is one of those nights. Somewhere in the city our kindred wake, in their own havens, or maybe one of a close friend or confidant. There is one thing, though, that never changes: the beast. Its desire to feed, to sate itself on blood. With that in mind, would all of my kindred give me a rouse check for this evening? Just roll one hunger die. If you succeed, you are fine. If you fail, you get hungrier.
Yay!
Already? We're doing this already?
Yeah. and just
I'm not hungry, so
yeah, you'll stay
Yeah.
at hunger
that's
one.
what success means, right?
Yep, you won't go up in
Okay,
hunger.
cool. I know you just said that, but ADHD.
Because at the beginning of each night, the beast inside has to rouse you to wake. And so for you may get hunger because it may use up some of your precious, precious blood.
We're all good over here.
Yeah.
Also good.
Woke up feeling fantastic.
I need you to know that I
Thank you.
watched my dice go from that bestial failure to a success. Like it rolled like click, click, and I was like, that's
Yeah.
better. So
It's the dice gods always reminding you. Just
mhm.
one little moment, one little slip up. Don't push me.
these dice. Nah, they're gonna if me knowing how I roll is a testament to anything, I think the character that I think I'm playing is not the character that I will be playing.
So everyone have their hunger for this evening. Cool. Let's start with you, Lupe. Where do you wake up?
Lupe wakes up in a loft at the top floor of basically like an apartment building. She has this loft to herself. She doesn't sleep a lot or at all sometimes, but does like the thing where she stays in bed until like an alarm goes off. This alarm goes off like at 5 a.m. or something. Early riser just to stay in a routine. Her like morning ritual is going to the kitchen, making herself some eggs, eating them because she just needs some kind of semblance of again rituals because she has so much going on.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Besides that, she gets ready for a day. Her constant outfit is combat boots, dark jeans, one of like 20 flannels that are in the closet. Only the top two are buttoned, which is like an undershirt, and has her hair like in the long braid in the back. The braid goes like maybe to her shoulders. It's like a messy braid because she has like very thick curly hair. Yeah, that's what she'd be doing. She'd kind of just be getting ready, cleaning up after her eggs and stuff, all that. Maybe going down to check in on the rest of the people in this apartment building.
Yeah, it's a pretty normal night. I should have said this earlier, but today is October 29th. You have 2 days before Halloween. Believe some places call this Devil's Night as well. To the 29th, so who knows? It's either 29th or 30th. I can't remember. So yeah, you're working on that, figuring out what your plans for the night are. Talking with your second in command, I guess.
Yeah, Lupe would be going down. I will say in this apartment building, before she left, she did also grab like a mask. The mask is just kind of like looped on a belt on her waist, but she doesn't currently have it on. But she's like talking to Antonio, who's her second, and just how's everything doing? Do we need anything else? Do we need to go get anything? I miss anything important? What's going on for today?
And he'll just be like, no, everything's fine. The rest of us have taken care of like the items and everything we've needed to grab. Looks to be a pretty quiet night. If anybody does try to cause any problems, we'll shoo them along quickly enough.
Good. If you need anything, just know to reach me. I'm going to be doing some itemizing of stuff on my end to just double check.
And he was just like, yeah. If you come across anything, you need us to run out and get anything, just let us know.
Yeah, Lupe would nod at them and continue on. They have the floor below hers is actually like the rooms there are actually just storage for like shelf stable foods, like blankets, necessities, first aid stuff for anyone else that will be living in this building, because everyone there lives under her.
Yeah. So you'll be doing that. And we'll jump over to Faline. How are you? Where are you waking up?
I'm waking up at in my room, at the usual place. I live with my sire, so yeah, my room is grand. I want to say, it is somewhere in between minimalist and luxury at the same time. We got a very strong color scheme of white, gray, pink going on to indicate that this is a girl's room, and perhaps when my sire was buying things, he was like, pink, yeah, okay, sure. And so there's a lot of things that you would not, you I'm trying to say, right, it kind of looks like an IKEA catalog,
yeah.
but
That-
also there is just enough character in it that it is not an IKEA catalog. And in particularly my room has one of those mesh curtain things that go around the bed, so I can have even more privacy should I need it, which I actually, now that I think about it, I probably do. I probably wake up beautiful too.
You're vampires.
Yeah, but like I have money.
Yeah, I mean that definitely helps. It's really great because you don't like toss and turn like at all. You also don't sweat, so you know.
Yeah.
Makeup stays very, very nice for a while.
Exactly. And I don't think I've had, despite, actually no, that's probably the one thing I still do have. Faline has long, dark, curly hair, so she probably does wake up in tangles, unfortunately. It's just the benefits of, no, the downfalls truly of having long hair and curly hair together. Sadly, things not even money and immortality can fix. Felina is fair skinned, dark eyes, in the most no, fuck politeness, big titty, and strong, and very short. So yeah, pretty much that. I wake up, I do my 5-step Korean skincare routine, and spend half an hour picking an outfit. No, that's a lie. I had that outfit picked out beforehand because I have to go out and see people.
Yes. I do believe it is that day of the week that you need to go pick something up.
So yeah, I just I grab one of my it's October. It's late October at night, so it's starting to get chilly. So I probably just have some sort of like coat on, wearing one hot ass shirt and hot pants, but just the coat that goes over, where it's casual enough to say just threw this together, and not meticulously picked it out.
Yeah, you're heading to the place, I am sure.
Out of character, which place? Because I'm thinking of two places.
Well, it's you do have a deal to pick up blood once a week.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was.
Yeah.
That is one of the options. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do my makeup a little bit nicer.
Yeah. And as you pass heading outside to go to the see your friend, you notice that Armand is still asleep. More and more recently. It's an hour and a half after sundown before he even stirs.
Oh. He's usually awake before me.
He did
Even
used to
on
be.
days off. Is today a day off?
When is a day off for him?
You know what I mean.
Yeah. Theoretically, yes. But yet again, Armand is somebody who is kind of a little married to his job.
I think what will happen is I'm going to text my uncle to keep an eye on Armand today, just because it's late, and I don't want to wake him up though, because maybe he's sleeping something off, right? But just in case, you know, can never be too careful.
And you get words of confirmation from Keaton, and also asks if you need a ride anywhere tonight.
I do need a ride, but I'm worried about Armand, so do I want to take the bus at night? No, never fucking mind. Yeah, no, I need a ride.
Keaton says that they'll have somebody else stick around the house, make sure that everything's good, and he'll drop you off. And when you get down to the garage, he's already waiting in the black SUV.
I go get in the back seat. Obviously say hi, and just tell him where to go. And this is not because I totally forgot the name of the shop or anything. This maybe it's actually been a hot minute. Why am I scrolling? It's literally been a month. I don't.
The shop is Classic Coutures.
Thank you. He's taking me there enough to probably know where it is. But yeah, that's where I need to go.
Yeah, and to most anybody else, it would be a little strange that a tailor is open such late hours. But you know. And as he parks out front, he just says, "I'll be here when you're done."
I won't be long, thank you. And I close the door, go do my thing.
Yeah. You enter. There's one of the kind behind the front desk. They recognize you. You've been here enough. And the girl who you're pretty sure his name is Sarah, she pulls out a thermos, relatively decent sized for you, and puts it on the desk and says, Alessia had to run a quick errand, said if you arrived while she was gone to give you this. She'll be back later. She's, emergency tailoring.
Yep, no worries. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Thank God. Okay, I'm horrible with names. I might be back tonight, but don't wait up on me just in case I'm not.
You know us, shop's open all night.
Thank you. I take the thermos, put it in my bag, and head out.
So you have what is essentially in here is 4 dots worth of kindred vitae for
Nice.
essentially to get you through the week.
Super nice. I'm not hungry right now. Like, I mean, I'm hungry, but I'm not like in need. So it's staying in my bag.
Yeah. All right. You do that, and we will jump. We'll jump to Nora. Where do you find yourself, and what does your evening ritual look like?
Yeah, Nora wakes in the heart of our very, very small domain, which is a recently repurposed frat house. As the only member of our coterie who didn't have an established home here in Providence, she has claimed the basement sort of for her own space. Nora is a slender woman around 5'5". She has sort of pale brown skin and narrow, forgettable features, and a mouth that's slightly too wide for her delicate chin. We see her pull back thin, dark hair into a severe bun without looking with the ease of decades of practice, and then go to the closet, running her hands sort of wistfully over a few fine, soft sweaters and one ancient, thick-knit cardigan before settling on a sleek, almost corporate black jumpsuit and black blazer. There's a solitaire silver ring on her left ring finger that is basically never removed. Dressed for the night, she settles into a sparse desk that I think she either asked, bullied, talked Lupe into carrying down from one of the old frat bedrooms into the basement, and settles to continue her work of the past few nights, which is reading and annotating a recently acquired book of Nod.
Yeah, you're hard at work in that. You've probably been going for an hour or so, and there is you're guessing you probably didn't hear it the first time, but you kind of hear a rather it is knocking that has started to become a little insistent at the front door.
Yeah, and sadly, as the only one staying here, she is in charge of getting that. So we see her sort of begrudgingly, I think, very begrudgingly, get up and go check the door.
Yeah, as you open the door, you see a woman probably in her mid-20s in business casual. And she looks at you and just says, I've been told to cordially invite your group, I believe, to a meeting with Felix Sorel at Galou Noir in 2 hours.
And was it Felix who told you to cordially invite us?
Yes. He will be expecting you.
And is this a name that I recognize, Aubrey?
Yeah, you've been in the domain for long enough, and you would have met them when you were introduced. Felix Sorel is the Tremere Primogen. And like as this woman like has given you this message, like you notice like her eyes were a little cloudy, and like she kind of blinks a few times, and just shakes her head and just goes like kind of just like, where am I?
Oh, I think you have the wrong address, sweetheart.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry. And kind of like turns around and like you see she's got like a car, so she starts walking back to her car.
Yeah, I think that Nora sort of sighs and she goes back inside. Didn't bring a phone up with her. She is still not quite used to carrying around a cell phone, but grabs like a pretty old BlackBerry from where it was charging beside her bed and texts. I assume we have a group chat, so text the group chat.
Yeah, you can easily do that. And we'll get to everyone's responses in a moment, because from there we'll jump over to Eirlin. Tell us, where does Eirlin wake up, and what does their routine look like?
So first we see Eirlin asleep like a log in bed. And then we see a kind of chubby orange cat jump up onto the bed and specifically then jump from the mattress onto Eirlin's chest. Eirlin kind of just shifts a little bit, doesn't really react other than that, and then I think this cat takes one of its adorable little paws and just starts like batting at your face, like pressing all over Eirlin's face until he wakes up. And I think Eirlin just like grumbles and pushes the cat off of Zim, and he immediately comes in for some cuddles. Eirlin is also 5'5", and is a very stocky mixed Asian person, East Asian, Southeast Asian, has a red mullet, which is loose, very loose curls, really bad bedhead. And so Eirlin sits up, and I think their hair is just sticking out at like really odd, strange angles. And I think the first thing Z does is check their phone. I'm assuming I see a text from you? Question mark. What exactly does the text say?
I think it just says invitation Felix Sorrel at the address of the gallery.
Okay,
we all
cool.
need to go. Yeah.
Do I know who Felix is, Aubrey?
I feel like Helena would have educated you on at least who all of the Primogen were.
Okay.
Being like, these are the very important people in the domain. If they ask you something, do it.
Eirlin immediately feels like a sense of dread, because all of these important people, I think, scares him. And Z doesn't want to be around them any more than Z has to. So, I think I see the text, and I think out loud, Eirlin mutters, "Fuck. Really? Really? Do I have to go?" And then texts back a thumbs up emoji and a see you there, I guess. And then I think Eirlin does use tone indicators and then does slash NM, not mad. Z climbs out of bed, quickly gets dressed. Eirlin wears lots of layers, fall colors. I think today you're wearing a patterned shirt, sweater vest, long pants that has like hand embroideries at the hems. And Z walks over to their windows and opens up the blacklight curtains that are blackout curtains, sorry, to look out at the night street. Eirlin lives very close to the campus at RISD and Brown. And Eirlin's room, especially in contrast to Faline, is maximalist to hell and back. There's posters covering like every inch of the walls. artwork, prints, large canvases also leaned up against the walls. Every flat surface is covered with like stuff, be it like little trinkets, little statues, rocks, just so many rocks, bones, like cups and cups and cups of pens, paintbrushes, like everything. He's got two desks, I think, in this room, one of which has their like computer stuff, and then the other one is just like an art desk splattered in paint, all sorts of random crap. It's the kind of room that just is like an explosion of color, and the kind of room where you could swear you'd never be able to find anything. However, you might note that despite the visual clutter, if you were to look closer, everything has a place. Eirlin doesn't leave your clothes scattered around the room, and your doom chair is kept under management. It's not too big of a doom chair. And I think Zigut goes downstairs, because this apartment is a two-story, still kind of small apartment, but still sizable. Goes downstairs and I think goes to meet with Jamie and Cheese the cat, whose name is Cheese. I didn't mention that. The cat's name is Cheese. He's orange. Follows Eirlin down the stairs, absolutely swimming around their ankles, hoping that Eirlin is going to feed him again, because I think Jamie's already fed him.
Yeah, definitely already fed him.
Yep, definitely already fed him, and Eirlin knows this. But yeah, I think I just go to talk to Jamie. It's sort of like the routine.
As you're coming down the stairs, you do get a text just to you, not to the group chat, that just says /NM ?
Eirlin shoots back, not mad.
You get a very like hesitant thumbs up emoji.
There's something about the nature, the vibes of this text message that you're like, oh, it's hesitant.
Yeah, it's the ... and then disappears. ... disappears. Thumbs up emoji.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think I just like come down and like sit down at the very tiny like dining table in this apartment, because a good portion of the downstairs is taken up by Eirlin's cartomancy divination shop, which is called the Midnight Star. There's a sign out front and everything. And so like that area, the actual like shop is like blocked off from the rest of the apartment, but because this is an apartment, that takes up a lot of the room that would be like the dining room, living room. And so like the resulting layout is this really awkward like living room off to the side, really skinny walkway, and then like the kitchen and a tiny table. Is kind of what I'm picturing.
Yeah. Jamie will sort of like let you know things that have happened during the day. It's been a pretty quiet day. Are you going to attempt to do any business or anything before? You've got about 2 hours before the appointment at Galley Noir.
I think maybe I've got a client. I think maybe there's like one client, and I think it's a regular of mine. Some art student, some RISD student.
Yeah. Are you? I don't remember what hunger you're at. Are you looking to feed, or are you just?
No, just
okay.
Just normal.
Just normal. Don't need that
normal.
tonight.
I'm normal. I'm not even
normal.
a vampire.
You're so normal. We're all
Just
so
a
normal.
little guy.
Yeah, I'm just a little guy.
So yeah, as you're sitting down with this very nervous-looking art student, the camera will cut, and we'll go to Sylvie. Sylvie, where do you find yourself, and what does your morning routine look like?
Yes, absolutely. So I am waking up in my very small apartment that's close enough downtown. Like I definitely don't live downtown, but you know, hop, skip, a jump.
Exactly.
Even though I do think this is like God, so garishly modern on the outside, you know, like that completely the gentrified architecture. Like it's so gross and squared on the outside, but inside in Sylvie's room, she has done everything to make it look like the middle of the Venn diagram between a dollhouse, a Victorian era wannabe haunted house, and like painfully online vampire core. So it's just like Victorian era wannabe, but everything is like pink and white. And yes, she did pick that out herself. There is an area of the room though that is completely like stark and has perfect lighting because of all these like ring lights that she has set up. And as she wakes up, she gets ready, does her routine. Sylvie herself is if I had to describe her as anything, like very doll-like in her features, like these cherubic round cheeks, these big round eyes, very like plush lips. She has a very dark complexion, and her hair is like perfectly pressed. So she has natural hair, but before she changed, she had gotten a silk press, which was honestly the smartest thing that she could have ever done, because now she doesn't have to do her head for the rest
Never
of her
again.
eternal life.
You are frozen in the way that you died.
Yeah, which like we love that for her. So yeah, just like perfectly laid, perfectly straight, like pressed hair. She gets up, she does some stretches. She doesn't know if she needs to stretch, but like after like spending most of her human life, as I say career, human life being a dancer, it's just like it's nice. It's part of what she does. So she gets up, she stretches, and then she goes over to her little area and spends most of her morning making content because she is a content creator. She has her little influencer following, so she's there making some short little short term
doing like a get ready with me kind of
get
thing.
ready with me,
Yeah.
which then of course then leads into like, oh, I tried out these, let's do like a review of these shoes, or let's do this, or let's do that, or like 20 pirouette challenge. Like she's doing all these very the Sylvie stands are going crazy. But yes, the all these different like short content videos, right? Like 10-second things, really just short clips, if you will. That kind of influencer.
Yeah. I think that is going to be our first roll of the night. If you could give me a charisma performance roll for how you do this.
Okay, so charisma. Oh, okay. I see how I'm supposed to do this now. I'm using this for the very first time. Okay. Cool. And then I just have to select the ability, no modifier, no difficulty.
There is no modifier and no difficulty.
Awesome. Let's go. So that is a success 5.
That is 5 successes.
Yes.
That is a very good success. You're doing very well tonight. You're getting you're pretty much like, hit it at just the right time. That, everybody's like coming home and getting online from work, and so therefore now they have time and tension.
Like instead of sitting there and going to make your HelloFresh that you have in the fridge that you know you need to make before it goes bad, you're gonna sit on your couch and watch my videos. And thank you.
So you're doing that, and at some point during the middle of all of this, you do get that text message from Nora.
I'm going to pick that up. I'm gonna heart the actual message itself. Oh my gosh, wait, remind me of what the message said. I'm so sorry.
It was just something along the lines of like invitation, Felix Sorel, Gallery Noir, 2 hours.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna heart the message, and then I'm gonna send okay with a bunch of K's. See you all there. And these are all separate texts. Okay, your phone is buzzing. See you there. With like a bunch of hearts and a starlight. And then after that, it's also, what's everyone wearing? Side eye emoji. Send pics. Smiley face emoji.
Eirlin gets a text that is a copy of the OK and just like, do the extra K's mean something?
Eirlin texts back, IDK, I don't know. Hashtag quirky, I guess.
Not quirky.
But the group text does get, like, a couple minutes later, a kind of blurry, poorly lit selfie of Nora.
Wow, this is Lady Core. Cool.
Yeah, and Faline and Lupe, you both also get the same message.
I make a face at because of where we have to go. Then I look at what I'm wearing and I immediately tell my uncle to drive me back home because I need to change my outfit.
You've got
This
2
is
hours.
too casual. Yeah, I have 2 hours. This is too casual for my taste. To go meet Felix. And also I'm pretty sure I was thinking this will be super chill today, and so I left my familiar at home. Because I don't want to bring him out all the time, you know? The baby needs like a night in too, and unfortunately, this is no longer a night in.
Unfortunately.
Oh, are you still going?
You go, because now I realize I gotta change my outfit, so I have to like figure out what she's gonna wear. So you go first.
I think Lupe would have seen the messages blowing up on their phone and just keeps reading them and reading them and reading them, and just sends the okay. It's just O and K, not even the full word. And that's it. And then it's gonna like because I don't think Antonio is like with her right now, so she'll call him like I got work tonight, so if you could just finish inventorying everything, I'll let you know if any preparations are needed.
Yeah, and he'll nod and just be like, yeah, no, I'll let you, I'll finish up here.
Yeah, but yeah, she just sends okay.
Yeah, Sylvie's gonna spend the next 2 hours getting ready, preparing her little like pink and white oh my god, like set. It's like the skirt and the shirt and the blazer. Yes. Yeah. Because somebody has to counterbalance, okay? Nora's going one side of the spectrum, Sylvie's gonna go the other, and that's called being a coterie.
Exactly.
Actually, now that I think about it, this is the perfect time for Faline to send Sylvie a direct, like a whole ass side text being like, okay, so should I go? Do I want to go more formal, or should I go a little bit like a casual slut? What do you think?
I mean, I'm fine either way. I think you could pull off both. I'm going for like Jackie O pink Chanel suit, but a little bit more casual. So if you want to go formal slut, I think we'll really balance each other out.
I'll go formal slut then. Thank you.
Awesome. Of course.
And like 30 minutes later, you're gonna get a picture of the outfit, and it's like the pants are fitted where they need to be and baggy where they need to be. Tight top, kind of corset-y, black, of course, and she's sticking with the same red light jacket that she wore out. So it's like the red is the color that pops. Everything else is more neutral tones, like a black white or something like that. And Etienne is on the side doing snake things.
Yes, absolutely. We all need an accessory. Completely counterposing, you just get hot.
Awesome. And yeah, then I will tell my uncle to now drive me back into the city.
God bless your uncle. God bless.
It's his job.
It is, yeah.
Etienne, by the way, is a desert pit viper, and a horned desert pit viper. So he got little horns as well. And in the picture, he's rocking around here. Truthfully, though, he'd probably prefer it like in the sleeve where he can just kind of wrap around me and stay warm and hid, as warm as possible and hidden.
As warm as a person who doesn't have body heat.
Yeah. At this point, I think it's just like a natural instinct to cling to me. But truthfully, when the time's right, we align these sleeves with like thermal shit or like those hand warmers, pocket warmers, just so Atia could feel a little bit more comfortable. I promise their tank setup is fucking insane though. Like it's glorious. It's like if I were to like showcase it, you'd be like professional, I'd be like nah, but I sure did talk to professionals.
Just the Snake Mansion.
Perfect for him. Place to burrow. Like proper actual heating lamps. You know, we talking about the UVs and the regular bulbs. Like the heated mats for the winter. Like, oh my god, what a snake! Truthfully, living the life,
living his best life.
How far away from the Midnight Star is this gallery?
It is not near Brown. It is close to the Thedium, actually.
So like how many minutes?
Drive, it's probably like, depending on traffic, it's probably like between like 20 and 30 at most.
Okay, cool. It's like 40 minutes till when we're all supposed to be there. And Eirlin has not said anything else in this chat. Everyone else or whoever else has sent outfit photos and all of that. Eirlin has not sent anything and has not said anything up until this point. And I think what Z has been doing has been taking that one client and then Zir stalling. Z does not want to go.
Fair. But other question is, how many cars are you going to arrive in? And Eirlin, do you let anyone else know about this summons?
I think it gets to the point where I would have to leave in 5 minutes to get there on time. And I think I've just been like sitting at the dining table just staring at Jamie, who's just been kind of like staring back at me. I think Jamie's eating dinner.
Probably, yeah.
And I think there's a little bit of sadness, I think, in Eirlin's eyes watching Jamie eat because Eirlin can't eat anymore. And so I'm just kind of like staring very forlornly at Jamie's meal. And in the background, we see Cheese also staring forlornly at Jamie's meal. But I think Eirlin pulls out their phone and just very begrudgingly opens up one of their text message threads to Helena, and Eirlin texts, "Do I have to go?" and sends a screenshot of Nora's original text about the summons.
And it's less than a minute later. It's very quick. It's like you send it, and then 5 seconds later, bubbles start to appear.
Oh.
And then it's bubble goes away. And then eventually you get the message about a minute later saying, yes, you do have to go. But might get something good out of it.
Eirlin texts back, like what? And with the question mark, and then presses like enter twice so that there's like a line, a line space between, and then Z writes, also, do I have to dress up?
You'll get a message saying you don't have to dress up. This is not that kind of meeting. But having a boon from someone like him is good. He has a lot of power.
Eirlin sends back the thumbs down reaction to the he's got a lot of power thing. I think we've established we all have iPhones because we can send the emotes.
Yeah.
And then I think I just send back, fine, I'll go. And then we get a really quick montage, I think, of Eirlin, I think quickly throwing on like a oversized baggy cardigan, and grabbing Zir car keys, which are attached to a red carabiner that has a bunch of other crap on it. Like other random keys, probably their like ID, like a fucking like pepper spray, like, you know, like that. It's a big jangly jingly carabiner because they're gay. And we watch as Z gets into a Subaru Outback. It's kind of beat up, and it's covered in bumper stickers. Most prominently, you know, at the back of the car where it says Outback, Z has taken the logo for Outback Steakhouse and cut off the part of it that says Outback, so it just says Steakhouse, and has added that underneath where the car says Outback. One of their other, one of my favorite stickers on the back of their car is a big rectangle that has like the hypnosis, sorry, I can't talk, like black and white sort of thing, and then the text
thing.
The what?
The swirl, you know?
Yes, the hypnosis swirl thing, and then the text on it says, "Ooh, you want to let me merge? You want to let me merge so bad." But like that's the vibe. Their car is covered in that kind of stuff.
I get the vibe.
Yes. Me fear woman, want me fish, and then there's just a sushi. Like, you know, there's like random stuff. And Z gets in their car, and Z drives off towards the destination.
Yeah. But yeah, so everyone is arriving, I guess, unless anyone is carpooling.
Does Nora need a ride? I think Eirlin would offer Nora a ride if Nora needs a ride.
I think that if the gallery is within like a 30-minute walk of a bus stop, Nora would have already been on public transportation.
Yeah, it would have. It's pretty close to a bus stop. There's a bus stop that like goes to the Athenaeum itself, which and then Gallery Noir is just down the street.
Yeah, I think that Nora will respond like, already on my way, but thank you.
Lupe arrives in the stolen motorcycle.
That
this
checks out.
time has a helmet, but does not match the motorcycle. It's from someone else that they stole because someone got mad that she didn't have a helmet while riding a motorcycle. But the helmet is severely scratched.
Wonder how that happened. Mystery. It's a mystery. So,
I want to state that I do tell my uncle where I'm going and who I am meeting.
Yeah.
And then I follow it up by looking at him directly in the eyes and going, and we do not tell Armand about this yet.
Nods. It was like, yeah, he would definitely not be happy about this.
We do not speak of this unless it goes super well, and then we alter things, details as needed.
Exactly.
Just letting you know, so that way you know where I'm at, and we know who to blame, just in case.
Always good, you know. It's Tremere, you know. Got to do something wrong at some point.
Don't be prejudiced. No, come on. It's 2020.
2020, yeah.
It's 2020. Don't be like that. Also, I don't think you're wrong, so we say some, we as Baru Hakim say some pretty snide shit
Mhm.
on off the entire ride there.
Yeah. And he will drop you off and then let you know that he has a quick pickup he has to do for some gear. And then if you need a ride back or anything, just to let him know.
I wave him off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So who's the first to arrive?
I can be first. I don't mind.
Yeah. As you approach Gallery Noir, Sylvie, I've heard of this place. This is a big, very fancy art gallery. The stuff that's here sells for millions of dollars sometimes. And as you open the door, there seems to be some people loitering about, people with money to spend on very expensive art. Sort of walking between pieces, looking at them, the normal kind of thing that rich people do when looking at art. And do you mention anything? Do you sort of just loiter around? Do you just look at the art?
Would I have been here before? I mean, it's a museum. It's beautiful. It also seems to be, is this somewhere that like maybe my sire took me or I've been around before?
Yeah. Call highs or lows.
Hi.
Yes, you have been here before.
Okay, cool, excellent. Then I'm gonna try to find maybe like a staff member that I recognize to try to be like, hi, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, hi. I'm
Here for a meeting. Yeah. And yeah, no, there are people in business wear that are showing people art pieces. There's some people who run the desk, so you can go up to the person who run the desks and just being like, hi, yes, I'm here for a meeting with Felix, and she'll just like look at the thing and just be like, ah, yes, you were part of that group. If you want to take a seat once all of your party is here, I can show you back to him.
Absolutely, thank you. And Sylvie's going to go and like try to sit as perfectly posed as she possibly can.
Yeah. And then either Nora or Faline, or maybe both of them, walk in next, because Eirlin is going to be the very last who shows up.
I would like to walk in with Nora because I think aesthetically wise we're matching, and I think we look like statement pieces. But also just hi, Nora.
Hey, have you been here before?
Out of character, I want to say yes, and I'm assuming I have, at least before change in management.
Yeah, it's Gallery Noir didn't exist before Felix got here. He opened it shortly after. In the sort of Gallery Noir used to exist in Las Vegas, and has moved here because Felix moved here.
I mean, it's been a hot minute since I've been here, but more or less, yeah.
I haven't really made the rounds here yet, so.
It's high-end art, and I would say, there's something here for everyone. Maybe.
Even for you, it seems like it's not quite your taste, or sounds like.
I mean, it's not like I don't find some of these pieces like pretty, and I'm definitely not discrediting like the artist and their hard work or anything. It's more so I don't think certain prices should be charged. One time they had a painting up and it was just a red dot. Wasn't even in the center.
Nora sort of pulls a face, like.
you can't. The canvas was still canvas colored, by the way, so it wasn't even covered with white paint, because then you could see the brush strokes. It was just a dot. It's like going in and getting a tattoo, but then freaking out and being like, can you just poke me instead so I could say I got it? And then tattoo artist says, sure, that'll be $1.5 billion.
With an absolute lack of conviction, Nora says, well, I'm sure it was meaningful to someone.
Yeah. Mhm.
Lupe, this
Well, he's
isn't
just nodding.
really your scene, is it?
Oh, absolutely not. Like as soon as Lupe walks in, mind you, still wearing the like red plaid shirt, only 2 buttons on top, basically a wife beater tank top. The mask is now kind of like tucked between like the back of the plaid shirt because it's oversized, obviously, so it's not visible. I think as soon as she walks in, she's immediately clocked like, you're not supposed to be here for normal art reasons. I'm gonna tell you where to go.
I mean, you see that your other coterie mates sort of like, there's some like nice lounges and everything where people can sit and view the art, and I imagine they're all sitting there.
You see
Yeah,
Sylvie
yeah.
trying so hard to be a piece of art as she sits there. It's like, God, try harder.
You want me to take your picture?
Oh my gosh, thank you. Would you? That is so nice of you to offer. I immediately shove my phone in your hand.
Yeah,
as
no,
if
I got
I've
it.
been-
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. And like a true
Yeah.
Asian person, I get low. I hold up the phone up. I give you an angle. I tell you to do a different pose. I'm your best fucking friend at this point.
Yeah,
Because I know exactly what to do. And we
You
even
get me.
look for like different backgrounds. And we're like, make it candid, make it candid. You know,
Yeah.
just like, I got you. I know what you need.
Exactly. I start posing with the art pieces, like, yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
One of them, Lupe's in the background, just like completely unaware of what's going on, and she looks creepy as fuck.
Yeah, but it adds to the the
Exactly.
piece itself,
Yeah.
because this was a candid pose, you know?
And I do think when we see that, I'll look up and be like, oh, Lupe, there you are. Oh my gosh.
She's just gonna walk over. It's like, this place is so much.
It's a lot of fun. Oh wait, we are supposed to be meeting somebody. Oh my god. Okay. And I start like counting off how many people are here.
And I think that's the point when Eirlin walks in. It's like 2 minutes past the time when it is only because Eirlin had to find a place to park.
Yeah, I think I was parking, and I think also, I think I walked in, and I across the room saw Faline taking pictures of Sylvie, but it's the kind of like where you're like doing the candid like laughing pose, so you're just going you know, like over and over and over again,
Just laughing in like just consistently through.
yeah.
In
And
this silent arts gallery.
Yeah, and I think Eirlin's like just like blank staring from across the room.
Do we hear Eirlin before we see them?
The
'Cause you have the
jingles,
jingly
yes.
key- yeah.
You would as I finally start walking closer, you'd hear the jingling of keys and other random tchotchkes, because I've clipped my carabiner to the belt loop on my pants, because that's what you do. I think Eirlin is wearing Doc Martens and that aforementioned oversized cardigan sweater. Z's dressed casually compared to some of y'all. And Z has shoved a beanie on top of their bedhead hair to try to, you know, shove it all in there. And Eirlin forces a very pleasant-looking smile, and I think just like does like a yo, Uh, and then looks at their wrist as if checking the time, but Z's not wearing a watch. And then just looks up at the rest of y'all and says, "So, what are we waiting for now?"
Well, we were waiting for you.
Me? Oh, you shouldn't have waited for me. It's
No,
I could have caught up. Yeah.
Sweetheart, we were invited as a group. We should enter together as a group so we look
Strength
unified.
In numbers. Strength in
Yeah.
numbers.
Mhm.
Oh boy. And Eirlin sits down.
Yeah, and as you sit down, one of the people who works in the studio, just sort of this guy in business attire, like they don't even like wear name tags or anything, sort of sweeps by and says, "Are you all ready? Follow me. You'll Felix is taking the meeting back in his office, and as you all get up and move to follow, he sort of leads you through a door that it kind of concealed into the wall. It's to a point where you're like you don't really notice it, as he opens it and pushes it, and sort of you move into the back area. There are studios back here and other offices, and he leads you sort of down a hall and takes like a left, and then all the way at the end of the hall you do see just sort of a very, very nice door, and it does appear to have like the door itself is painted, and I think the only one who might know anything is Faline. You can guess it's more likely than not some sort of sigil on the door to like let Felix know like when it's being opened. So if he's away, he'll know if people go into his office. And this man who's led you back just goes up and sort of knocks on the door, waits about a couple of seconds, and then you kind of hear a muffled "come in" as he opens the door into a massive, very lavish office. The office itself is on either side of the walls. There's just shelves stuffed with books, a very nice, large wood desk. Behind that, a massive piece of art. The art itself looks to be the piece of art that's on display is less about what you see and what you don't see. It plays with the negative space. There's a canvas that is painted almost completely black, and then this shape of a person is carved out. And then where the person's eyes would be, there is sort of this painted bleeding silver. And Felix sort of is sitting at the desk, and behind Felix, sort of like just off to the side, there is a younger woman. Felix himself is a man in his probably mid-30s. He's wearing an impeccably tailored suit. This suit costs so much money. And the jacket is currently hanging on the back of the chair, and he's got the sleeves rolled up. And he's kind of casually talking to this woman who appears to be in her early 20s and wearing kind of casual clothes. And at this point, I'm going to have everybody roll a... we're going to do... What is the roll I want? We're going to do a wits awareness or a wits insight, and you'll get different things depending on which one you do.
I'm going to do wits insight.
Okay.
0 successes. Let's go.
I also did Wits Insight for 2 successes.
3 successes for Wits Insight as well.
Wits awareness, 3 successes.
Wits awareness, 3 successes.
I did
Wits insight.
Wits insight, and I got 5.
You got 5. You got a
Yes, I
critical.
got a critical success.
You got a critical success. So, it's Sylvie. It's just this place is real fancy. You know,
I'm
like
just so distracted and also impressed by the vibes, like the
Mm,
aesthetic.
there's maybe a bit of like the Toreador Bane that crops up there for a second. Where you're like,
Yeah.
oh, that's pretty, and everyone's just feeling, nope, Sylvie, we gotta go.
Well, wait.
And then let's see, we'll go with the next up was Nora with 2 successes. Insight. You will see that Felix looks very comfortable with whoever this woman is. You don't really know too much about other kindred that are not the primage in the domain. Looks very comfortable. They're chatting amicably. Lupe, you notice like the way that Felix is touching this person, you know, the way like reaches out and sort of like runs a hand along her arm is they're romantically involved in some way. It's messy. It's beautifully messy. Sort of the way that they're doing this, kind of coy and playing at it, and you do notice at that point, as you look, the girl is wearing sort of like a collared shirt, kind of this sort of a Peter Pan style collar on this dress, and just for a moment there's a tiny little speck of blood that's on there near the neck. And that's what you notice. And Faline, you rolled wits awareness. For 3 successes, you do notice that the girl has oil paint stains on her fingers. Looks like she has tried to like wash it off, but it's just kind of sticks there. It doesn't really want to come off. And Felix, you also do notice the blood on the collar as well, and the fact that she is also your version of pale, kindred pale. You know, the I never see the sun pale, and she probably didn't see much of the sun even before. But as you walk in, Felix does turn towards you, all of you, and just says, I'm glad you could make it. Please come in. There are chairs, sit down, and we can discuss business. And we'll look at the man and just sort of nod, and the man will nod back and close the door behind him.
Faline will take a seat, and just say, well, thanks for inviting us. Place looks lovely.
Thank you. I've been working really hard on it.
I have a question. Is
Yes.
there, what are the chances I know the artist who made the piece that's hanging behind him?
Give me a, let's do we'll do a wits craft? Or an intelligence craft, maybe?
I'll take intelligence.
We'll do intelligence
Can
craft.
I get a bonus for having gone to art school, even though I dropped out?
Unless you have a special spec for that, unfortunately, no.
I have a specialty in painting.
You can use your specialty in painting.
Which actually, no, I'm not gonna do that, because actually, between making my character sheet and now, my character does ceramics, so not painting anymore. But I will still roll intelligence craft.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was really good. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
You do. It is the woman standing next to Felix. She is the one who painted that.
Do I know her name then?
Her name is Vanessa Langley. She was a student at RISD.
Like Like recently, or like because you said she's like in her 20s, so
She's in her 20s, yeah. Fairly recently. She's probably, or was when she was turned 22.
cool.
Probably just graduated.
So then we would have gone to school together, right?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why I know her then.
Yeah.
We
she's
probably
not
weren't,
been
like,
a kindred for very long.
Yeah, we probably weren't like super close, especially because I didn't go for that long.
Yeah.
But I knew of her. I think Eirlin is kind of like looking at this painting for longer than normal, and Z turns to Vanessa and smiles and just gestures to it and says, "I love it. It's beautiful."
She'll smile and bow her head and just saying, "Thanks. I was really proud of it."
You should be. And Eirlin kind of awkwardly sits down after giving that compliment.
Yeah, and as you all settle into the chairs that are offered, as this happens, sort of Felix, stands up and sort of leans against the desk and looks at all of you and says, "I have a job that needs doing, and I need."
Oh, sorry. Can I
What?
just say that Nora has sat and has sort of faded into the background, but as she sort of entered the room, I have a discipline that is, or a skill that is lie detector, and I would like to activate that. It is
Okay.
free. So,
Yeah. What does it do for you?
I can add the Auspex rating of the user to any insight checks to determine if I'm being lied to. If successful, I can see shifts in the target's aura whenever they speak a lie.
Okay.
So it's just a passive, have it on.
Yeah, as it does this, Felix will lean on the desk and look at all of you and says, "The job that needs to be done, it needs to be done tonight, and it needs to be done quietly." And looks at all of you and then continues and says, "There's a kindred coming in from New York. They are coming in on the train in about," looks at his watch, "about 3.5 hours. And I need you to meet them at the station and bring them back to me."
That's all you need.
That is all I need. I need them brought back to me. They may be experiencing some trouble.
Why do you need, respectfully, why do you need 5 of us to do this?
Yes, is this more of an escort or is this more of a forceful guiding?
Right,
No,
like
no.
will
Kidnapping.
this person, will they want to come with us, or?
Yes, they will want to come with you. And Nora, at any point, if you want to just during this conversation, make that wits insight, I'll tell you if he's lying or not. And says, yes, they will come with you, but they are in having a bit of a problem. They may or may not be chased by people who want to harm them. And I've offered them sanctuary a little under the table before clearing it with some people. So,
Sounds like trouble. What kind of people?
the prince.
No, not that. I mean, what kind of
No.
people are after your friend?
I believe my friend has encountered a bit of a problem with the Society of Leopold.
I see. Well, that's unfortunate. They an artist like you? Did they, I don't know, do something crazy like
No,
make a
they're
really
just-
suggestive video like Lady Gaga would?
It would
You
be
know.
interesting to see, but I'm unsure if they are an artist. I do know they enjoy. They're probably an artist in their own way. They're like collecting stories and. But Nora, what did you get?
That is 6 successes all told.
6 successes. As first, Felix is not lying to you. He may be omitting details, but he is not lying to you. This person wants the escort.
And sorry, the Society of Leopold, is that something that we have heard
If
of?
if anybody would like to make an intelligence occult roll,
I would love to, thank you.
I'll do it as well. Should I do it? Aubrey, should I
no,
do it?
you,
Hey,
Faline, you.
I'm good, right?
You know about the Society of Leopold.
Yeah. I was like, I don't. I don't think I
going
need
to make a roll as well. You said it was occult intelligence?
Intelligence occult, yes.
Okay.
Just a 1 for Nora.
Lupe is not gonna make this roll. She heard a name,
Or
doesn't understand it, doesn't care.
yep.
I got a 2.
Yeah. Pretty much the three of you all know the Society of Leopold is part of the religious arm of the Second Inquisition. So they are hunt vampires and other supernatural creatures as well.
Oh, worm.
And there's not much else other than like they're the Eirlin. You would know that you've heard that they're the ones responsible for the fall of the Las Vegas Chantry. It is something you will have heard.
Eirlin wants to ask, what are we getting for this? But doesn't, but knows better than to just say it.
And as you think this, Felix will look at all of you and just say, and in return for doing this job for me, I will owe all of you individually. No, I will owe you as a coterie a major boon, and I will owe minor boons to each one of you.
Sylvie definitely like sits up a little straighter and perks up at that.
That's quite the reward. Are you sure you should be leaving out any special details, like perhaps the danger levels that we will be getting into?
Well,
Why us?
Because you are new at all of this, and I want this to stay beneath the table. If I asked any other coterie like the Youngbloods or the Joy Division, they're well known.
So you heard the name Dead E-Girl Den and thought, that's it. Do you know what an E-Girl is?
Yes, I do.
we stuck on that name.
We could just be the den. We could just be the den.
We could just be the den. It would work, but I know how this works, and that means you saw our full name.
Exactly.
Government and everything.
Yes. But you all, no one's watching any of you incredibly closely, what your activities. So you can easily pick up this person and bring them back here. Bring them here, don't bring them to the Chantry.
Through the front doors, or is there a place in the back?
There's an entrance around back. If you want to avoid notice, you can also bring them through the front doors. The place will be closing after you leave. Yes.
Just one question. Can we get a name? Like, who are we picking up?
They go by Nayan.
That doesn't. Does that ring a bell? Does that ring a bell for anyone?
That is going to be, if anybody, it's going to be a really difficult roll. It's going to require 6 successes, but it would be a intelligence streetwise roll, I feel.
Could I add one of my specialties?
What's the specialty?
Camarilla.
I don't believe that they are Camarilla affiliated.
This is if they are, right? Like that's why I'm asking.
I don't believe this person is Camarilla affiliated. At least not. They haven't.
If
what
one
was
of
the
my
roll again?
specialties is in streetwise, do I
It is. What is the specialty? It could.
gang leader?
I don't think that would not. But it
just
is
throwing it out there.
intelligence streetwise.
I'll still make the roll.
I got 4 successes. It says critical success, but only 4 successes.
2 successes.
Name is not familiar to either of you.
All right. Where are they going to be debarking, and how long do we have to get there?
It looks down to his watch for about 3.5 hours, and they will be arriving at Union Station.
Right.
Do you have any final questions?
Are you having a good day?
I'd say my day has started off pretty good. How about
That's
you?
wonderful. You know what? Can't complain. Another beautiful night.
Well.
Yeah, no, Sylvia doesn't have any more questions, so I'm ready to bounce as soon as the rest of the crew is.
Let's go. Everyone, we have a date with God.
I'd rather not
get up.
have a date with God.
I'll fill you in on what we're getting ourselves into, so that way my pun will be so much more better.
So much more better.
I thought it was pretty better already. One might even say the best. And I'm like gonna link arms with Faline as we walk out.
Yeah.
You do that. I brush my hair behind my ear and link arms with you too.
And we fully leave the rest of the den in our dust. We are gone. 2 hot girls on a mission.
I will ask. What is the transportation situation going to look like?
Eirlin's gonna offer to drive.
Absolutely. We are gonna sit in the
Subaru?
back. The Subaru.
The Subaru. Faline's just gonna raise her hand and be like, someone needs to drive me. I need a ride. Also, how many of you actually know of the Order of Leopold? Does it ring any bells, actually?
Eirlin's aggressively jingling the keys. And she says, yeah, I can drive you, and yeah, no, they're bad news is what they are.
Yes, so please expect, classic things like crosses and silver. One time I saw a bitch throw garlic at one of us, so like that's
It's
totally
stereotypical
down.
and rude.
But please do expect them to be well versed and well trained in all the magical things that we do. So you really need to cover your ass this time around.
Is there a branch of the Society of Leopold established in Rhode Island, or are these just iterant hunters?
Aubrey,
Mhm.
help me, so that way I don't
You would-
bullshit.
No, you would, Faline, you would know that as far as you're aware, there isn't. You know, they may or may not have been taken off the board 10 years ago. And they just never returned to the city. More likely than not, these hunters are following this person from New York.
Yeah. We've basically been rather clean of them for about 10 years. So, no, they're probably coming in from out of state. Though I honestly wouldn't put it past them to have somehow wiggled their way back in. You know, like cockroaches.
Grouse.
Except this time, God deified, you know, all Holy Ghost and everything. They might even make you, like, I don't know, say Hail Mary or something like that as they
Ew.
try to stake you with an actual wooden fucking stake. But, like, who knows? It depends which part of the order actually comes for us. Ooh.
Lupe rolls her eyes so hard when you say they actually use a wooden stake and just.
I know, I really wish I was, like, hashtag joking, but I fucking am not. It's,
Yeah.
it's sad.
I mean,
well,
we're all stereotypes, right? Like,
I am. I'm a 90s anime character is what I realize is what I looked like because I was watching Ghost in the Shell the other day and I was like, oh shit.
Lupe would look like, well, I will meet y'all there. I have the bike. Yes, the bike is still there. I have a bike.
That's a good idea, because my car only seats 5 and we're picking somebody up, so Alright, I parked Nessie this way. Nessie's the name of my car.
cute. I'm gonna grab Faline and Nora, and try to get us all in the back. So it's just Eirlin in the front.
We look like an Uber.
Exactly.
It's the Uberoo.
It's now the Uberu, yes.
It's all over. But if anybody asks, I'm like, well, that's where our guest is gonna sit. Obviously. And it's not a weird power move.
This episode should be named Nayan in the Uberu.
What power move against who, Sylvia?
You know, listen, when you're in a social situation, you make moves and you roll with them.
Okay, smash cut to Eirlin just sitting in the car, watching as the 3 of you pile into the back seat. Eirlin was half expecting someone to call shotgun as we were walking over to the car, and no one did.
It's about subverting expectations, you know, zag when they think you're gonna zig.
And
Yeah,
just
also
to show
it's also
off.
just and it is also just to play mind games with Eirlin. There's actually no malice here. I promise there's no malice. It's just to play games.
I think Eirlin is just confused. But yeah, Z's like adjusting their mirror and like makes eye contact with whoever's sitting in the middle. And just Nora makes eye contact with you and then just kind of like shakes your head in amusement. And I will drive towards the train station.
You also totally see Lupe doing like a wheelie on the motorcycle, like go right past y'all. Way too close, but right past y'all.
I start recording on my phone so that way you have this sick ass video for later.
Yeah.
Hardly a subtle pickup group.
So I'm going to ask, because you're all going to be going into an area that may or may not have a lot of people in it, like human people. Would you all like to rouse the blood before going into this so you at least appear to most people who glance at you, human. Because if not, you're going to be like, you're very pale. And if somebody maybe happens to touch you for some reason, you're going to be cold to the touch.
Yeah.
So if everybody wants to give me a rouse check, just a rouse roll to rouse the blood, you will do it no matter what. You just may get hungrier.
Okay, that's a success for me.
Yeah, you don't get hungrier.
Fail for Nora. She's a hungry girl.
I also failed.
God bless.
Also failed. Let's go.
Nothing happens right now if I get a messy critical rate.
No, nothing happens.
Okay, awesome. Because I was like, I was like,
Beloved.
Aubrey, I'll lie. Like,
Yeah, no, nothing bad happens if you get a messy critical,
Okay.
because it's just one dice, so you can't technically get a critical.
Okay, that's what I that's
It's
what I was
just
thinking.
it's a success or a failure.
That's what I was thinking because I didn't want to like what if we're like there and I'm too human? You know, like I don't want to do that. I don't know what that even means.
So it takes you probably about 30 minutes or so to get over to the train station and get in there and sort of take a look around. You'll have about 3 hours to kill if there's anything you want to do to set up or get ready or look out.
I think when we first get in the car, Eirlin, when Z turns the car on,
Mhm.
I think their music is like really loud, and they like really hastily turn the volume down.
What is Eirlin
What were you
listening to?
playing? Yeah.
Oh, I think Eirlin listens to like a lot of different kinds of music, a lot of like weird stuff, but also like a lot of like just normal music. I think currently Z is listening to
Ed Sheeran.
no.
Stop.
You're the one who's like normal music, a bit of everything, and it's weird Ed Sheeran. Mhm. Shape of You blast in the background.
Not even
No.
OG decent Ed Sheeran. Fucking Shape with You
Shape
era.
of You. Mm-hmm.
No, it's the Ed Sheeran and Camila Cabello collaboration about like immigration or whatever.
I don't even. Oh my fucking
Oh,
God.
South of the Border. Yeah, that
Oh,
song.
God.
It's that song.
Not the
No.
Ed Sheeran Pokemon
No,
end credit
no.
song.
X-carding this. No. Eirlin is listening to like electric violin cover of Carol of the Bells. I don't know. It's like an epic kind of whatever, and I
Oh
turn it
my
down so
God.
quickly. like,
I know this
classically.
person.
Everybody looks at you and thinks it's fucking October. Thank you.
And I quickly change it. Here's this. I quickly change it to Ed Sheeran.
Return of Ed Sheeran.
Na, na,
Yeah.
na, 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 na. Just in the back of the car vibing.
Yeah. And then it's at that point that you're doing your wheelie. Anyway, so we park. We park. And I lock the car and it does like that double beep. Like I make sure I doubly make sure it's locked. And beep beep. And as I walk away, I slap the trunk, and that appears to just be something that I do. And Eirlin kind of like just gestures with their arms, and it's like, all right, do you have a plan? Did you three come up with a plan while you were sitting in the back, or
Oh god, we don't even know what this person looks like, do we?
Faline holds up it's like she opened like a Google Doc and then put it up to as much as she could, like font wise, that would fit Nayan's name, how she thinks it's also spelled, by the way. And then holds it up like full on like sideways, like this.
Yeah, like yeah.
Like the people at the airport. Okay.
Yeah, because we don't know what they look like.
It's
We're
true.
also like, if they see that, they'll probably know that we're here to pick them up. And
what about the aforementioned all the people who are chasing this person that knows them by name?
Well, the thing is, they probably
we-
will come towards us, and that's where some of us should probably have like a perimeter.
So, sorry, your plan is to hold a sign and hope that the people who see it, who might want to hurt us, see it because they're facing the sign in front of us? That's your plan?
My plan is to figure out who we need to actually pick up, get him in the car, and skedaddle. And if, a bunch of, like, ninjas show up, then we can just fight them. Or rather, keep them away from us.
I'd rather not fight people in the train station, you know what I mean?
Yeah, me neither. That's why I'm gonna go set up. So one of you make this fucking sign on your phone.
Sylvie pulls up the biggest possible iPhone on the market at this time, puts in Nayan's name, and just stands there.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna
Lupe
go.
walks up with a cup of coffee.
I'm gonna go set up.
Where did you get that?
We're at a train station. I stole it, but we're at a train station.
Does that even taste good?
Lupe, that's horrible. People have like a
I
9
just
to
like the
5
smell.
thing going on.
I just like the
just
smell.
I
So
like the
real.
smell.
Yeah, just any food or anything you it tastes like ash.
Yeah, no, I mean I could solely eat, but I just like the smell. Also, I could throw it on someone.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of make a small little.
Mm.
I'm gonna establish a bit of a perimeter.
Yep.
I have my poppy seeds usually always ready. If you need me to make a rouse check, though, I can do that. Or if I end up using them, then I can make it. I
Yeah,
personally
if you make it, if
Yeah.
you end up using it,
Wait,
you can use
poppy
that.
seeds? What are you doing?
don't worry about it. And I will start kind of like dishing them out in specific areas along the platform. So that way, my intention is if I see, for example, a ninja, or the Archbishop of Targoviste, just shows up, I will just, I'll trip him.
So you
That-
know what's really funny? Eirlin's folkloric block is the need to count seeds. So I just
Oh, things could not be worse.
so I picture like as you're like dumping these out along the train station, I'm following behind you, and I'm just like staring at the ground, counting them.
When I'm done, I'm pretty sure if you're behind me, I can hear you counting them, unless you're counting in your head.
I count in my head. And I also do want to note that prior to you doing this, I had looked at the train schedule and figured out, based on all of the timing information that we had gotten, which train Nayan is coming in on and when Nayan is arriving exactly, so we will know which train it is. However, I did not get the information out in time before you started dumping seeds.
Well, it's fine then. That means you have time to count them.
So true. Right, we're here for 3 hours, so yeah, this is what I'm doing.
My seeds are seeds is the best way to put it. I'm just doing it so that way I don't throw a ball of seeds at people. And I will just look at you and just go, it's for magic.
I ignore you. I'm counting.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go on a little. We have 3 hours.
Yeah,
so
you do.
go-
You got some time.
I'd like to go on a little walkabout around the station, just sort of clocking both security cameras and if anyone has bad vibes. I have danger sense, which I don't know if that will apply here, but when entering dangerous situations or about to be confronting with danger, I get a wits awareness to sort of get a vibe check on that, and just I don't know if anyone looks like they might be hunting us. Everything that Faline said implied archaic. So looking for archaic looking people.
Yeah. So anybody who's going to be looking around, like just sort of scanning and trying to figure out like the lay of the land that's going to be a a wits awareness. Faline, you'll be doing that when because you've prepared all of his stuff, so we'll do the rouse and everything at that time. Eirlin, you figured out like the train schedules. Sylvie, what are you doing?
The desire to just have Sylvie stand there like
mean-
a statue the whole time.
That is also an option you can do.
3 hours.
Okay, yes, I am doing that, but I do think I'm gonna try to channel it into this like performance art thing of like, wow, this person is just standing perfectly still. What's going on with that?
I'm going to ask,
Yeah.
do you want to activate awe?
Ooh, yes, I
and,
do.
You know, so like as you do it, like people's eyes are drawn to you.
Yes,
You know, they're gonna
absolutely.
notice you, and if you have to make any social rolls
Mhm.
that are like, you know, charisma, whatever, you'll get a bonus to that.
Yes, I would like to activate my awe discipline.
Yes, Faline.
I have something to do in character.
Okay.
During our 3 hours. Because I'm assuming that it's not going to take 3 hours to count a handful of seeds. If it does, then Eirlin, you have I don't know what to say to you. Besides interrupt you. Two, during said time when you're done counting the seeds, I'm gonna get a phone call. Apparently, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, so I'm counting the seeds, and I think after I'm done, it's like a elongated pause.
Yeah.
And then Eirlin snaps up and then says, yes, the train is the whatever the train name is.
Yeah.
And it's coming in
something from New York.
Yeah, it's going to be coming in, and Eirlin again checks their wrist that does not have a watch on it, and then says, insert estimated time of how long this train has to get here.
So, what Faline will say is, so like, Eirlin, do you want... Actually, it doesn't matter if you want. It might actually just be a better thing to do in general. When we get closer to arrival time, can you just be waiting in the car with it already on so we can just push them in there?
Yeah,
and leave?
I was actually think before, and I just kind of gesture to the seeds. Before that, I was thinking that I would leave, and actually I could pull around front to the pickup area, and then you could all just hop in super quick.
So what were those rolls for those of you who rolled to just sort of check things out? So 5 successes. Lupe, did you roll?
Yeah. I think Lupe would also kind of doing the same vibe as Nora, just kind of checking the area. I got 3 successes.
Yeah. 3 successes. So you're just sort of just like looking at the people.
Yeah, kind of like walking around. Like they would have been a little restless just like standing there. So they're walking around with their almost full cup of coffee as well.
Yeah.
It's getting colder and colder and colder, but
Of course. As you're doing that, you look around and it's late. Like there's not that many people who are taking the train this late. You know, if anything, they're going to be coming in on the train. There are a couple of groups that are just kind of like during this time, sort of sitting there. They all look college students, you know, people traveling. Maybe there's somebody who's gonna get on this train and head down to Boston or something. But there's not that many groups this late. So you kind of have it mostly to yourself. And Nora, with 5 successes, you clock all of the security cameras. You know, they're around, you know. And you know, you're not sure what this means, but there definitely doesn't usually like there's like a security guard or something. You haven't seen him. I think it could just be sitting in his office.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. And do I see a like office or an area that is probably security
You do
where
see
the
like
cameras go
an
to?
employees only part, which is probably where like the security office is.
Yeah, I think that after I finish my sort of walkabout, I will find maybe like just run into Lupe and mention, I don't see any guards. I wonder if the hunters have already sort of dealt with that. The employees only area is right over there. I don't know if we wanted to check that out ahead of time. Or at least disable the cameras.
If we have like time to do it, Lupe would look at. It's a train station. There's probably a big clock there,
Yeah.
like on the wall, and so they're gonna like, yeah.
You've got about 2
No
hours at this
security.
point.
No security at night is incredibly suspicious. Yeah, I'll go look with you over there.
All right. Are you going to be doing this stealthily?
Yes, I am.
Lupe, are you going to be doing this stealthily?
Yeah, no need
Okay.
to bring attention now.
Yeah. Give me. As you all try to just slip into the employees only area, give me a dex stealth roll.
I have blend into background or like blend into crowds as
Yeah.
a stealth specialty. Does that count?
Yeah, and I believe you also have like shadow cloak or whatever.
I do. Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
going to use that because we're trying to evade hunters at this point.
Well,
But-
shadow cloak is relatively easy. Doesn't really have too much of a problem with a masquerade breach.
Okay, yeah, then I will pull out that shadow cloak as well.
And remember, if you need extra dice, you can rouse. A rouse check will get you whatever your blood potency is in dice, either between 2 or 3, I think, depending on some people.
So I got a success, but also possible bestial failure. Should I rouse the dice?
So you can't you can't do that because you have to do that before you roll.
Got you. Okay. Cool.
And because you only have 2 dice, you also can't spend willpower and re-roll anything because they're both hunger dice.
Yeah.
So as you do this,
I got 5 successes.
you got 5 successes. Yeah, you did. You got 5 successes. You're doing great. But for Lupe, you are going to be under the paranoia compulsion. You are going to try and disengage from any perceived threat. Any action not taken towards that immediate end incurs a 2 dice penalty. The compulsion ends when the vampire has spent roughly an hour in a safe spot. You are now sure that they're watching you.
I think how that manifests is that Lupe would, like, maybe as soon as they get to the security door, with Nora, if they could, did you activate that when we get there or on the way to there, your shadow cloak thing?
On the way.
Okay, so I think what it looks like is that when you're doing it on the way, as soon as you disappear, I think like Lupe just like turns around and it's immediately just like bad vibes, like they're not going to go towards security. I think they would say just loud enough where they assume they're near you. Just, I think I'm going to keep an eye out here. I feel like people are waiting for us to get in there. You go ahead and I'll jump in if there's any issues.
Nora will sort of hiss back to you. If there are any issues, I'd rather have someone in there with me immediately.
Lupe closes her eyes a bit and yeah, does like a deep sigh, just like mostly to herself, just all right, fine, but just get ready to dip if needed.
Always.
So she'll go with. I guess I'm going to be taking the penalty.
Yeah, you will take it, and as you push open the security door, you find that all of the systems in here are trashed. It looks like somebody took a baseball bat to all of these computers and monitors. The security guard themselves is nowhere in sight. So if the
Well,
cameras were
that-
watching anything, you can't see.
Well, that answers that. And we definitely need to keep our eyes open around here.
It would have been so much more efficient for them to use the cameras on. It's fine. Let's let everyone else know.
Yeah, you're right, but I don't think they're looking for efficiency. Yeah, so I guess we just leave into like the main area, right? Lupe would send a text, just security systems trashed. They're probably already here. I want to get another coffee.
Yep. So we'll move through these next 2 hours with everybody preparing and looking out. As far as you can tell, you don't see anybody. There's probably those like kind of like moments when like even somebody wearing like a black button-up shirt walks by. But no, it's just a very tired businessman on his way to like home from New York or whatever. Not much happens during these 2 hours, and then the train pulls in, and there are not an incredible amount of people that get off this train, but there is one person, and Nayan, I'd like for you to describe what they see as you get off the train.
As Nayan gets off the train, you would probably see a middle-aged, masculine-presenting person in a cap, their jacket, combat-style boots, like very like heavy canvas pants, like very ready to be in these streets. And other than that, a couple big stainless steel rings, very kind of this vibe, but cool. And as I'm getting off, Aubrey, can I try for a premonition?
Yeah, let's do that.
To see if there's anything going on. So I have to do a rouse check first, right?
Yes, you'll do a rouse check to sort of lean into a premonition. And then I believe that will be...
Resolve an aspect?
Yes, a resolve aspects roll. I think it's diff 3 for just sort of to make it happen, and then anything beyond that, you get extra information.
Okay, well, I have 7 dice. Let's go.
Let's go.
Wow, that is 2 successes.
Do you want to spend willpower to reroll any?
No, you know what? I'm gonna let the dice tell the story. Oh, it's fine. No premonitions. Nothing's happening. Everything's good here.
Yeah, dice tell the story. I mean, you get like flashes of something, but like it's not clear enough to be anything. Like flashes and maybe like kind of that echoing sound of gunfire. But like as you sort of shake your head, it goes away, and you do see someone with a phone holding up your name. I don't know if it's the right spelling of your name, but it's your name.
Yeah, definitely misspelled it. It's Nyan.
Oh my God.
I just kind of like don't make eye contact with that person. I acknowledge it out of the corner of my eye, and I move away a little bit as people are debarking and moving around. I'm gonna try a different thing now since premonition didn't work. Is that all right?
Yeah. What are you trying?
I want to try to scry the soul. I want to search the crowd.
Scry the soul? Yeah.
Yeah, I want to search the crowd specifically for people who are supernatural or people who might have the emotional state of hunting.
Yeah. I believe it's this. It's also arouse, and it is
Yep.
also the same like resolve aspects.
Yes. Intelligence aspects versus
Intelligence
composure.
aspects.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. That's 8 dice this time. So, and I did pass my rouse check.
Great.
All right, that's better. That's better. That's 4 successes.
4 successes, and I believe what is the diff for that?
I believe it is set by you based on the size of the crowd and external distractions.
Yeah. I mean, it's late. It's like 2:30 in the morning. So yeah, I'd say that 4 successes is enough. And I believe none of you are explicitly hiding, like at this moment.
I would dare to say I'm doing the exact opposite
You are doing
thing.
the exact opposite.
I think I'm subtle, but I also look very distinct. Like, I look like I should not be allowed past this hour, definitely. So I feel like, you know, that is telling. I hope.
Sure.
Just a little, yeah. And you definitely get the sort of vampire in big, bold letters from all of them. And does that show Diablerie stains?
I believe it might. Yes, but I have to choose which things I'm looking for, and that wasn't one of them.
Okay, that wasn't one of them you're looking for.
Unless 4
Cool.
is so successful, you give me extra information.
No, you'd get those 2 things for sure. So you would get that there, and then you don't in the immediate vicinity, see any sense any hunters, but there's something above you.
Okay, I will walk up to Sylvie because, hey, can you put the phone away?
Oh goodness. I look up and I kind of turn it down. I'm like, why?
Well, first of all, hi, I'm Nayan, and
Oh, Nayan. Oh my gosh, I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. Is that I like type it correctly and then I hold it up again? I'm
please
so
stop
sorry.
doing that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if Felix told you, but we might, there might be some. We should go.
Okay.
Like, is it just you? I know that
No.
Okay. Is anybody above us? Any of your coterie go up somewhere?
I think Lupe appears behind y'all again with now a cold cup of coffee, and just, I believe, is Eirlin in the car?
I think they are.
Yeah, I left like 15 minutes ago to go pick up the car, and allegedly, if I'm doing my job right, I'm waiting out front.
Bar.
Yeah.
And this is the part where I ask, who has rapid reflexes?
I do.
I do.
Yeah.
Every motherfucker
That's
who
a
needs
concerning
it is
question.
in here.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand the question.
Yeah. It's rhetorical, right?
So Sylvie, you won't have a penalty to dodge the hail of gunfire.
Word.
But I am going, if you would like to, as several waves of probably 2 or 3 people above
Oh my god.
start
Okay,
to
yeah.
shoot down. Anybody who has rapid reflexes won't take a penalty. But anyone who does not and is in here will take a -2 dice penalty to their dexterity athletics to dodge. I'll need to do a couple of rolls real quick. I'm just going to do these on the table.
Boy, am I glad that I'm outside.
Is it?
I love this for you.
Sorry, what was the roll? It's dexterity and athletics?
Yes.
And we're at a -2 if we don't have rapid reflexes.
Yes, you will be at a -2.
Great, we're rolling 1 die.
Could that danger sense?
And it's a failure.
Danger sense. Yeah, what is your?
That's 4 successes.
Cool. And it's your
Wits
Wits
awareness,
awareness.
which is 7.
Cool. Unfortunately, that is not enough. That you will you realize just before the moment where you're like, fuck. So the one shooting at Lupe got 3 successes. The one shooting at Sylvie got 5. And the one shooting at Nayan got 3.
Oh, I didn't have to make.
Ow.
I didn't have to make the roll.
No, because there were only 3 of them.
Okay, dope. So could I have? Actually, no. I wouldn't have seen them up or anything like that, right? So never
They
mind.
were. I was rolling their stealth earlier, and they were
Yeah.
pretty good.
Okay, never mind then.
So, and it's just more of like everybody else is trying to get out of the way of the glass that's going everywhere, and just, so. How many more successes did so the one that was 5 was for Lupe. So
I thought that was 3 for me.
it was 3
I
for
think
you, yes.
I got 5.
You were 5, 3.
Mhm.
So Lupe, you're going to take 2 superficial damage. And Nayan, you got how many successes?
0.
0. So you are also going to take 3 superficial damage. And Sylvie, you got how many successes?
4.
4. So you're only going to take 1 superficial damage.
1 superficial. And does that mean we subtract it from health, or just like take note of it?
It's the slash
Oh.
on. Yep.
Word. Thank
Just
you.
the 1 slash. If it is an X, that is an aggravated damage.
Okay, I see.
But yes, that happens, and I believe that is a great place to leave it for just a moment as we take a break, and come back to the kindred, getting out of here, and dealing with this problem. And yeah, we'll see everybody in 10 minutes. So, when we last left off, things had taken a turn for the worse, but Faline, you were first to act.
Faline, fa,
Faline.
softe. Yeah,
Yes.
think fa la 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 la, like think that.
Yes.
Yes, things that I was doing. So, just to reset real quick.
Mhm.
The priests are in the sky.
Yep. Essentially, imagine that this has a sort of a glass roof, and they're shooting down through it.
The
Down
worst
through it, so
version
glass
of Raining
is-
Men.
Yeah, so glass is falling onto us.
Yes.
Okay. I had scattered my seeds.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's funny. I am prepared. So, I would like to coax the garden
Mhm.
and kind of form a vine shield, sort of, so that way we can run.
Okay.
I had scattered it essentially in the area that we were at, so this would in fact just kind of cover up, and with the hopes of eventually the vines will wither away and die. Eventually, that is what I am planning on doing here. So that way we can just make a run for it directly to the exit.
All right. We shall start with the rouse check for the ritual.
Mm-hmm. Wee. I fail.
You fail, so you're gonna get hungry, or you're gonna go up to hunger
Yeah,
2.
Hunger 2. But I can do it, right?
Yes, you can. You're just
Yeah,
gonna get
I
hungrier.
just get a little hungrier, yeah.
And as you do
Makes
this, I'm gonna need a we're gonna do an intelligence occult roll to do the ritual roll, and that will see you make sure that you get everything off properly.
Thank you. Intelligence occult, you said.
Yes.
Is that the right number? No, it's not the right number. Is that the right number? Can I math? Why is this so hard for me? Sorry. Jesus fucking Christ. That's a lot of successes. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 successes. Okay. That is good.
8. My bad. That counts.
8.
2. I got 2 criticals. 8, right? Because it's 2,
So
2, right?
2 pairs of criticals.
2 pairs of criticals.
Yeah, they would each count for 4.
4. Let me count again.
Yeah.
just. My bad. I'm fucking blind. 3.
3 pairs of criticals.
Yeah. 3 pairs of criticals. Thank you, Viridian. 3 pairs of criticals. This is 1, 2, 3. Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8.
So 3 pairs of criticals.
3 pairs of
2
criticals.
successes.
And then 2 others, yes.
So there'd be 14 successes.
How? Wait. What kind of math is happening here?
Each pair of critical, each 2 is worth 4 successes.
So 3 times 4 is 12, yeah.
Yes.
Plus 2 is 14.
Yep.
Oh.
So you did really well on this ritual roll. So we'll give you bonus dice on the next roll. And the next roll is going to be dexterity athletics. And I'll give you 2 bonus dice on it.
Ooh.
And that
Thank you
you did this ritual very well.
I would like to think that this is the coolest fucking shit y'all have ever seen. It's movie magic, okay? And it's so cool. I feel like Eirlin can just feel in the back, just like, I just missed something. Or maybe like just because if you're like in front of like the pickup, you can kind of see it form from the glass, because it would like be like to the entrance or exit in this case from the station, as just these very thick vibrant green vines kind of just loop over each other. And it is dark. I will say it is dark, but it smells divine.
Get it? Divine?
That's the extra 2.
We're just gonna... Yep, and that is going to be, give me a dexterity athletics with those 2 bonus dice to throw up that shield to protect yourself. And because you got so many successes, I will say that you can protect everyone. With that many successes, you can, the shield would be big enough.
Okay, well, so now I'm down laughing again on dice. I'm so glad I have so many for once. This how this feels.
Yeah, it feels nice. Anytime else, if you want extra dice, you can rouse.
No, I have so many dice. That would be disrespectful.
Would it though?
It would, because I'm running out. Like, I grabbed it all.
Yeah.
I have 3 regular left. Just. Oh shit. 1 second. Okay, so that's 2 pairs of criticals again, but one of them's messy.
Okay.
And then that's 1, 2, 3 extra successes on the side. But 2 pairs of critical, one of them being as messy.
So 4 So just two a pair of criticals.
No, and then 3 other successes on the side.
Okay.
So
Three
2
other-
critical. 7, right?
Yeah, well, a pair of criticals, and then that'll be 7.
Yeah.
And because of that, that critical success is you're maybe a little bit more violent than you initially intended. As there is one person who was, after shooting, starting to rappel down. As the shield goes up, I'm gonna need him to make a
Maybe my
athletics roll.
vines start growing thorns. Like nasty thorns on the side as well.
So he is absolutely unable to move fast enough as you deal him. It would be superficial damage. So you deal him 4 superficial damage. Wait. Maybe more than that. Yep. Yeah, no, it would be it wouldn't be 7 because the diff for just doing the thing is 3. So anything beyond that is actually it would be 4. I can do math. So you deal him 4 superficial damage as the vines slam him up against the wall. And probably hear the sound of a shoulder popping out of place. Or something. It's not pretty. And immediately kind of loses a grip and is just kind of like swinging there. And I want you to be under your clan compulsion for the next scene.
Okay.
Desire to seek vengeance.
Okay. Then I would like to laugh at the person who is hurt. Just a straight up like a we're blessed today, Father. And just have the vines take me.
Yeah. And for everyone else, the Banu Hakim's compulsion is judgment. And for one scene, a vampire must slake at least 1 hunger from anyone, friend or foe, who acts against a conviction of theirs. And failing to do so results in a 3 dice penalty to all rolls until the compulsion is satisfied or the scene ends. But what is everyone else doing?
I am with our target, and technically speaking, our job was not about taking these people out. It was about getting them to the place we need to go. So I am going to grab onto Nayan's hand and run us out to the car. Try to guide them.
I'm just yelling over my shoulder. I really like this jacket, you fucks. But yeah, I'm running. Yep. I'm down. Let's go.
Yeah, we out.
Whatever armored vehicle we're going to, that is hopefully also somehow subtle.
Oh yeah.
Totally. Nora and Lupe, you also running as well, or are you sticking around?
Nora is running, but at normal person speed, not at the super celerity speed.
Oh yeah, on celerity.
Yeah.
I never need to run fast in my life.
Lupe is running out there doing they have super celerity speed, so I think they're going to be running ahead to make sure there's no one waiting for them as well. So ahead of Sylvie and Nayan.
Yeah. I'm guessing you probably at some point moved the bike close to where you'll be picking the pickup area.
Yeah, I mean it was illegally parked.
Of course.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m. Who's gonna ticket it? Also, it's not their bike. It doesn't matter if it gets a ticket.
It's so very true. So yeah, you are all doing this, and it's going to take you a little bit longer to get out there. It's going to essentially, by the time Faline's next action resolves itself, and there are going to be, so there's one person who's rappelling down, and so there's The two other people who are on the roof are going to turn and focus their fire at you, Faline. So the way that combat works is you can choose to dodge, but dodging multiple people will incur penalties. You just won't take the initial penalty for it being gunfire. So you can, it gets a little complicated, but you can dodge one without a penalty, and then dodge one with a penalty. This is depending if they hit or not. They will both turn and fire at you.
So I guess that would be dexterity, athletics again, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna both willpower rolls.
And I could rouse. No, I already did rouse myself, right? It was expend willpower to get more?
It is to rouse you. If you would rouse, you rouse the dice. You get extra dice. You can expend willpower to re-roll dice. Re-roll like failures.
Thank you. I was mixing them up. I think I'll rouse then, just to help me here.
Yep.
Because there's a penalty, and I'd rather not become SpongeBob.
Yep. So the first one.
The fuck.
The first roll there won't be a penalty. There'll be a -2 penalty. So if you rouse, it'll cancel out the second one, the second penalty.
There's nothing that happens if I get a messy critical again, right?
No, things will happen.
Oh, things will happen? Messy critical, regular success.
How many successes?
1 success, the messy critical, because I roused
So
2.
4.
Right? So 4, yeah.
Wait, this is just the rouse roll?
This is the rouse roll.
Oh, so nothing happens on the rouse roll.
That's what I meant. Like the rouse roll, nothing, and now
and it's only ever 1 dice, unless you have if you ever have a like there's certain higher ones where you roll twice and take the word.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I thought it was based on my hunger level.
No, it's always
okay.
1
It's
dice.
always just 1. Dope. Okay, and now I'm just gonna do the regular roll. Shit, bro.
Yeah, and the rouse. So you succeeded on the rouse dice, so you'll get those extra 2 dice added to your pool.
Both of them will be Viridian dice. Fucking love the Viridian dice, bro. Okay, 1 second. 2 criticals. And then that is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. But and then 2 criticals as well.
Anyway, so the first hunter only rolled 4 successes to hit you, so you will dodge that with that. And then there'll be a second one, which you just not roll with those 2 extra dice, because that's the penalty. That would be the penalty.
Let's do that. Yep, that makes sense. Joop. Joop, 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 joop. 3 successes.
3 successes?
Yeah, just
so
3.
You will take 1 superficial damage as you do get shot. He rolled 5 successes. But yes, you were approaching them rapidly. What would you like to do?
I still have my vines up, and so I guess just taking the latter half with me, so the half that I was kind of at, because in theory, Sylvia and Nayan were farther along, and I'm hoping they ran out by now. Take some of the vines with me and just sort of I use them as a path to Naruto run all the way up to where the rest of these fuckers are. Probably looking a little feral in the face. I'm literally going to brawl.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to take out my other stuff now, so I think brawling is way better. Just throwing myself at them.
Yeah. So that'll be a strength brawl.
Strength brawl. Now for my clan compulsion,
Mhm.
do I gotta taste their blood, right? That
Yes.
specifically? Okay, dope. I
You
just
have to
wanted
taste
to
one of their bloods.
just gotta taste one of their bloods. That's so
Mhm.
great. I'm just making sure I have my shit.
And he will be trying to dodge.
Trying to try. I thought. What?
The one
No, I'm
when you're attacking, he is going
Yeah.
to try to dodge what you do.
He's trying to dodge. Yeah, I was gonna be like, no, I'm throwing hands. I just
Yeah.
dodged.
Faline's like, no, you don't understand. I'm in this bitch. Like,
Okay. One crit.
So it
I
just
think
counts
Viridian-
as a regular success if you only get one crit.
Yeah. That was gonna say it's just one, right? I think Viridian has a crush on me, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 successes to
5 successes.
to essentially to Jeet Kune Do a bitch, just one finger punch. Like, let's go.
Yeah. You'll do that. And will take some health damage. They roll 2 successes to dodge your attack.
I think she gets up, gets into your standard boxer stance, so light on the feet. But the jabs are not like a traditional boxers or anything like that. It really is just like it is the equivalent of the one finger punch thing. Like she was already close enough, but the the speed at which a guy gets clocked in the face is kind of nasty. And do I draw blood?
Yeah, you probably get him right in the nose or something, or like the lip or something, and like is bleeding.
Yeah.
But
Then
you can attempt to, because you'll have to grapple him for that. If you want
Oh,
to.
I need to bite him.
You're gonna need to bite him.
I need to bite him. Okay, my bad. I was gonna do something else.
Yeah. But
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get back to that in just a second. As
That's
the
good
rest
to
of the
know.
group is car and motorcycle in sight as you're running.
I think
Do I have a
over.
gun?
Do you have a gun? Is a gun something that you think you would have?
Yeah, probably like a small revolver.
Yeah, then you have a gun.
Great. I'm gonna take that out, but keep running.
Yeah. So you see the Subaru.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Who not?
I think over their shoulder, Lupe is like, get him in the Subaru and go.
Oh, good. I was worried it wouldn't be, subtle. Oh, it's like keep
Do you
running
want that,
towards-
or do you want a motorcycle?
No, I've already been shot in the back 3 times. Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna slide up, throw the car door open, and as I do, I'm like, Eirlin, we're ready.
Eirlin, this entire time that y'all have been shot at and all of this chaos, which I'm pretty sure I would have been able to hear the gunfire from the car.
Even
However,
over the sounds of Wicked.
Yeah, I've been listening to the Wicked soundtrack, and it's been loud because, as previously established, I think Eirlin likes listening to their music pretty loud. So as y'all are like running out, it's like slow motion, and I'm listening to, I don't know, whatever, like One Short Day. And y'all pile into the car.
Oh my god, I love Wicked. As I like slide into the back.
Everybody loves Wicked. Let's go.
Uh,
It's an amazing story about trying to find a place in the world, but we gotta go.
And as soon as everyone's in the car, I don't even wait for people to get buckled. I am stepping on the gas and I am driving away expeditiously.
Wait, where's Faline?
Is Faline not here?
Faline, she's fighting. She's biting.
Yeah, she's in melee.
She's squapping.
Oh, okay. I would not have left if Faline did not join us in the car.
I would say Lupe is not getting in the car either. I mean, they have the motorcycle,
Well, yeah,
but that's
your
fine.
bike. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Actually,
honestly,
you
Lupe
know
would be like, Lupe would be, go. The bike has a back seat.
Okay, then I will start driving.
Hmm.
And I turn the music down again, so that we can hear each other talk. And Nayan, are you sitting in the front seat, or did they squish you in the back?
I would have gone to whichever door was open.
I opened
Sylvia,
the front seat for them.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm in the front seat.
Okay. Then Eirlin would probably be attempting to make small talk as I'm driving away really quickly. And Z says something like, how was the train ride, all things considering?
I like reach into my jacket as I like have a bullet hole in me. Not bad, you know. I've had worse. I've definitely had worse.
Oh shit! Are you bleeding? Oh jeez.
And I as much as we do.
As I'm driving, I'm like reaching over into like the glove compartment where I have like a shit ton of napkins from like random fast food joints that's all stuffed in there, and I'm like, all right, I got napkins in there. Like, don't get blood in my car.
I got you. Don't worry about it. But like, I could open the thing for you. It's fine.
Nah, okay, it's
Eirlin, give me a composure plus drive.
I would love to give you a composure plus drive, which I do have a dot in, and I'm very glad I have a dot in.
I was gonna say, is there anything I can do to help? Like this rollout? I don't know.
Right now it is mostly just sort of seeing if like if Eirlin can kind of keep their cool as they start this, because it's suddenly.
Maybe I don't need to help. Maybe we're fine.
5.
Or it's really bad, but either way.
Five successes. Yeah, no, you're good. You've probably seen a lot of heist films. And
I definitely have seen a lot of heist films.
Yeah, no, I will say that there's like a particular like I think drift, like just full Tokyo drift that Eirlin does, and we swing around a corner, and Sylvie in the back is like, wow.
Nora is watching out the back window to see if anyone is following us.
The answer is more than just Lupe.
I was gonna say I was gonna help Faline fight as well. You're like that's why I sent everyone else off. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, as you pull out of the parking lot and like you pull onto the main road, you see a car that is definitely trying to barrel towards you. And we'll get back to you in just a second, and we'll move to Lupe as you are moving to help Faline.
Honestly, she doesn't look like she needs it, but there's still people up.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. How many like is like Faline like right up in it? Like 2 people, because Lupe has lethal body, so she's just gonna like fucking barrel down some motherfuckers.
There, Faline is up on the roof with there is appears to be 2 people up there, and there's like one person who's like hanging by a rappel line, but like they don't look in good shape. They may already be unconscious at this point.
Then yeah, I would like to go up to one of the people and just like try to like take them down. Like
I imagine you can just sort of like run towards like the outside staircase, and like you'll get up there and you'll go after the one that is not attacking your friend.
Exactly.
All right. Give me a. It'll be. What are you attacking with? Like, if you're using lethal body, you use your fists. That is that will be aggravated. So if you're doing that, it's a strength brawl.
Yeah, definitely. She would be just going up there and literally street brawling style.
Cool. And they will attempt to dodge you. Give me that.
I assume that's just strength brawl.
Strength brawl, yeah. You're unless you have, because I think you only have lethal body. You don't have the next level of.
I don't, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yet.
yet. Um, 3 successes. 2 of them are hunger dice.
So I will, before I tell you the result, would you like to re-roll those 3 empty dice with a willpower?
Yeah, I got lots of
Cool.
willpower. Actually.
Yeah, you right-click on it and then just do willpower re-roll and select the dice you want to re-roll. Select those failures.
Okay, right click. Oh, willpower reroll. Reroll. Oh, so that's an additional 2
So
successes.
that's 2, and one of them is a crit. So
And
that
my other one was a crit, right?
yes.
Nice.
So that is 4, 5, 6, 7 versus his 3. So that is
Get fucked.
that is that, and then I can check something on lethal body real quick. Where's your sheet? There it
I
is.
literally just had it up. Yeah.
Smart. Okay.
Serious physical damage to mortal, capable of tearing skin and breaking bone.
So, how do you deal with this person? Because, yeah, they had already kind of taken some damage, and that is the majority of their health tracker in aggravated damage. So they take a serious wound from this.
So could I like they were shooting at us? Could like Lupe get up in there and basically like the arm that was holding the gun basically like elbow it so the arm breaks and then take the gun by the barrel and smack them with it? Like
Yeah.
Like right across the head?
Yeah, no, they do, and they will they're going to take enough aggravated damage that doesn't take them out completely, but you've broken the arm and you might have also broken the jaw.
Yeah.
And but then that'll bring us back to Faline. You are face to face with this guy.
It's grapple time.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a strength brawl to grapple.
Strength brawl. Strength brawl. My bad. 1 second. I keep forgetting to include one of my an additional hunger die. My bad.
And Nayan, do you want to rouse blood? For...
No, I don't need to. At least I don't think I need to. That's like 6 successes. I would be shocked and alarmed if I had to.
Yeah, they only managed 3, so you will successfully grapple them.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to do a bite, that is also one more strength brawl, but this one is going to be -2 dice because there's a called shot, and you're trying to do it in the middle of combat.
And I will rouse actually.
Yep, that will eliminate the 2 dice penalty.
Yeah. Success.
Cool. You don't get hungrier.
Okay. That eliminates it. It's still strength brawl, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Now I'm gonna roll. Shit. I think I kill him. What happens when both my hunger dice have messy criticals?
That's still a messy critical.
Okay. I'm like the critical doesn't get messier, right? That's just
it's as messy as it can be.
As messy
what
as
is
it can
the
be.
total number?
Fucking hell, man. Yeah. Okay. Well. So just 2 criticals. They're messy, plus 1, 2, 3 additional successes.
It is 7 successes.
Yeah.
And I will also make another roll to try to keep.
Please stay alive, buddy. Stay alive. Stay delirious. maybe fall in love. I don't know.
They botched their roll to dodge this.
Oh dear.
So yeah, I imagine your fangs sink in, and the kiss has not taken over yet. As they,
I got a whole thing. I got a whole thing for you.
Okay.
Okay. I'm up there. Is this the one that I punched in the nose?
Yes.
Okay. They're all bloody from here. I almost like water. I just like go behind them, make them lose their footing a little bit, and kind of like give them a nice big little hug from behind, because Faline is 5 feet tall, so it's almost more like a piggyback ride attempt here. And I just kind of like I whisper kiss, and when I say this, I mean it's just my lips brush against their cheek to go to their ear, and I say, "Maintenant est l'heure de notre monde. Amen." And I take a bite.
And before the kiss like settles in and they would become complacent, they've moved, and they kind of rip your fangs out of their own skin. And they just start bleeding a lot, and you do have this. You have a mouthful of blood.
Do I have to swallow it, or can I spit it out?
Give me just a call highs or lows, and it's just like depends on like what you're like. Essentially, you're in the moment, kind of feeling the compulsion. Let's see if you think about that before you just kind of reflexively do it.
I roll high, so high.
Yeah, just barely. You manage to kind of spit the blood out before you swallow it, knowing that's probably wouldn't end well for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. I spit it out and I go, "You taste vile." And he's not gonna try and fight me anymore, can he?
No. Yeah, he's laying on the floor with his jugular torn open.
Mm-hmm. And I give him a nice little blowing kiss, and I just like slide on down my vine. My vine retracting, as I'm pretty sure they're all just starting to wither away and die.
Yep.
Now they get smaller and smaller and smaller, and eventually it's just gonna kind of look like, hey, did a plant break as well? Like a hanging plant, maybe? That's probably what it'll look like.
Yeah.
As it's all like dying.
Don't want any pesky masquerade violations.
Yeah, exactly. But boy, oh boy, was that fucked up, because I'm like really cute, guys. I should have probably.
You were
led
also
with
like,
that.
Unfortunately, like a little bit messy on your face now.
Oh, I'm okay if it's like messy all over here, like that's okay. But y'all, I'm real cute. I got like doe eyes and everything. Like I can fall in love.
Lupe is like literally right next to you. Is like, oh, that's why they take care of someone.
Yeah, and
you're comfortable on a motorcycle, right?
I haven't been on a motorcycle in a while.
I'll give you the helmet.
Yeah, and the one that you dealt with, Lupe, it doesn't look like they have much energy to get up.
Yeah, no, I think just because Lupe is so like in the zone, just to make sure, like thematically, I think she's probably strong enough to bend the barrel of this gun. Maybe thematically, so it doesn't shoot right anymore.
It's vampire. What is your strength?
3.
Yeah, it takes you a little bit of work there for a second, but like once you start doing it, it's kind of easy to finish it up.
At this point, it's just like it's a power move against them. Just like
exactly. And let's jump back to the people in the car. You're driving.
Oh yeah, I saw it with Kristen Chenoweth when it was on Broadway, and it was amazing. You know, she's probably my favorite Toreador, to be honest.
Eirlin, screaming, is yelling because I think I've noticed that I'm being pursued, right? And you all notice Eirlin's phone's got Google Maps up. And, you know, when you're being pursued and you're trying to lose somebody, you don't exactly just, you know, follow the Google Maps. So,
Recalculating.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Actually, Eirlin drives with the voice off. Eirlin does not like the voice directions.
So true, bestie.
And so Z drives without it. But me not knowing the exact layout geography of this area, I just want to say I think Eirlin is trying to drive back towards like the outskirts / downtown, because there's a lot more roads there and it's easier to lose somebody in like dense whatever, because I'm pretty sure whatever cars they're in, Eirlin knows that Nessie probably can't outrun these cars. So my best bet is to lose them somewhere. And so I'm going to favored terrain, aka the parts of the city that I know better and I can drive around without needing directions. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm yelling this whole time because, dear audience, Eirlin is from Massachusetts. I drive like a masshole. However, I've got a lot of anxiety, so I'm screaming.
Exactly. What is everyone else in the car doing at this point as this is going on?
Oh God. I wish I had firearms. I'd be trying to shoot at the cars, but I don't think I'm the right person for that idea.
I will say that the car is gaining very quickly. These are very, very nice, fancy cars that are probably a little souped up.
I'll lean out a window and shoot at them.
Oh yeah, that'll be Dex Firearms.
Great. I'm, not great at that. Let's do it.
Do I want to?
I have 2 pips in firearms. No, I got some basics.
Y'all, do I want to wild out?
Yeah.
You should.
Okay.
Any chance you get to hang with Nick Cannon, you should do it.
I think that Sylvie is going to lean forward and be like, "Hey, Eirlin, can you open up the sunroof? Open up the sunroof, please."
And I like, touch the thing and yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna lift myself up out of the sunroof so I can jump on the hood of the car that's closest to us.
That'll be give me a Dex Athletics to do that.
Okay, cool.
And Nora, what are you doing?
Do cars count as electronics?
Theoretically,
Tesla?
yes. These
If
cars
I drove
definitely
a Tesla,
would.
yes.
These
But I
cars
don't
are
drive
very,
a Tesla.
These cars are very, very new. The ones that these people are driving, so they probably have some sort of computer chip in the engine.
Are they Kia Sorrentos? Is Nora a Kia boy? I got 3 successes, by the way.
3 successes?
I got 5 successes.
Oh, 5 successes.
Crit.
Let's see. I'm gonna have them make a drive check to see if they can dodge your shots. So yeah, you do watch as you are able to get a couple of good shots in. They don't seem to be stopping, but it has caused them to swerve a little bit. So you were managed to get a little bit of ground back on that, but not enough so much that Sylvie can't just jump over. But yes, Nora, these cars probably, would count as technology because of them being so new.
I'd like to attempt to disable all electronic machinery within an area of 2 yards.
Hey, pacemaker.
So yeah, what is the roll for that?
It is a Wits plus Oblivion roll.
Is this gonna fuck up the Subaru?
No, Subarus are great. They don't need electronics.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Eirlin, how recent is your car?
It's not new by any means. To be honest, it's probably stick shift too. It's like a older Super Outback stick shift.
You'll probably be okay. Like you'll probably, all of your lights will probably come on, but your car will probably won't stop.
Yeah, my phone gone.
Your phone, yeah.
My
Anybody's phone's
radio,
in
because
here.
I think my radio,
Oh,
I've taken
yeah.
out the original radio of the car and I've put in the one that lets me do Bluetooth on my phone.
Yep.
That's gonna be gone.
Not
Goodbye,
my
Wicked.
phone. Not
Yeah, no,
my
Wicked.
fucking phone.
Yeah, your phone too.
Yeah, so fun news, gamers. I got 6 successes, and it is a messy critical, which means that on a critical success, the equipment is disabled for the night. So sorry about your phone, Sylvie.
Oh, it'll be fine tomorrow, but
When I
And my
realize I'm gonna have a meltdown.
but yeah, there's that as well. What does this look like as you do this?
Yeah, I think we see Nora sort of staring out the back window, not really able to do anything. She doesn't have a gun, and if she had one, she wouldn't know what to do with it. But after a moment of like calm and centering, it starts slow, just sort of a cold emanating from her, and slowly sort of starts to pulse out, almost like vibrations or sound waves, just this chilling wave across the 2-yard circumference of the car, and just all the lights and electronics go out.
Yeah.
My music cuts out and Eirlin goes, "Fuck!"
Yeah. Your car doesn't stop though. But theirs does. And Sylvie, you're on the hood as it stops.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, I
no.
am.
The
It's
music
fine.
cuts-
It's fine. I'll catch up. I am going to rear my fist back and try to punch as hard as I can through their glass windshield.
That will be a strength brawl.
Okay.
And do you want to rouse the blood?
Yes.
All right. Roll a rouse check, just one hunger die.
Okay. 0 successes.
So you do get hungrier.
Okay.
What does that put your hunger up to?
I think I'm at 3 now.
Hunger 3. Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
And you get 2 extra dice.
Oh,
for
then
that?
let me. I could do that again then.
Yeah,
'cause I
just
did
do that again.
Okay.
It'll ask you bonus dice. You just put in 2.
I don't see a thing for bonus dice. I do see modifier and
Modifier.
difficulty though. Okay.
Yeah, add 2 dice to the modifier.
Okay, thank you. Oh. Okay, I got 1 and a possible bestial
So
fail.
You can spend a willpower to re-roll those 2 those 2 failures.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Why not? Fuck yeah.
You can right click the roll and do willpower reroll, and then
Okay.
select those 2 dice.
Nothing.
Unfortunately, I mean you get a good hit on the windshield, and it splinters and spider webs and cracks.
I mean, that's
but-
fair. My fists are not my strong point.
Yeah. But you do get a good hit in as the 2 people in there are like scrambling. You watch as like one of the people brings up their gun to like shoot through at you, and the other one like throws open the door.
That's fine. We can brawl. We can scrap.
Yeah. And so we'll jump back over to the motorcycle gang as they're leaving, and I imagine around this time you see this car stopped in like the middle of the road as the Subaru drives off, and Sylvie, perched on the hood, just hits the windshield, and then there's the 2 other people.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, y'all see Sylvie trying her best.
I think while driving, Lupe would yell to Faline, just, "Do you want to get this, or do you want to drive?"
I can't drive.
Well, then get ready to jump.
So, Sylvie, the one that is in the the driver's seat has like a pistol up, and they're going to try to shoot at you. Would you like to dodge?
Yes, I do also have rapid reflexes.
So you won't have a penalty. So
Okay.
it'll be a Dex Athletics. They rolled 2 successes. I'll let you know.
Okay. Dex Athletics. Yep. I got 4 successes.
4 successes. Yeah, you're able to see that this guy, this dude, is bringing this gun to bear, and you jump off the hood and are able to sort of crouch down so that shots go right over your head.
Nice. Cool.
And I guess Faline is jumping off the motorcycle.
Word.
So you're gonna have to paint that picture again for me before I jump real quick, because people were doing laundry in my background.
You're good. So there's the very nondescript black SUV that's kind of stopped in like an angle in the middle of the road. Like when you saw it initially, Sylvie was perched on the hood and had just caused the glass to spiderweb. And then there's one person on the other side, the passenger. They're getting out and coming around with like a gun to bear, and then the person who was in the driver's seat brought up a pistol to shoot. But Sylvie was able to duck down like behind the engine block, and it missed.
Yep.
Would it help if I tell you what I had in mind?
Yes, actually.
So basically, Lupe wants to drive pretty much like she's going to slow down a little bit, but wants to drive next to the SUV so you have time enough to basically like hop off. Mind you, you're still wearing the helmet. And then she wants to do like a U-turn like in the middle of the street and then drive back to pick y'all up.
Okay. Now I have a question.
Yes.
Because you're slowing down, and there are people in this car that are, I'm assuming, rolling down the window to slide on up and try to shoot from the side. Would it be possible that that I can like jump onto the car, but kind of like sort of like how a gymnast, when they grab the pole and they kind of turn their lower halves into an L? Can I turn my lower half into an L just to kick them back in the car? I don't plan to enter the car, by the way. It's more like just a kick, go back up type of scenario, like I'm Dick Grayson.
You've like grabbed onto like the thing on top where they would like, you would like tie things if you were moving or whatever.
Yeah, basically just like oh, my poor press-ons. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Lupe hears that quietly before I go do what I want to do, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a way to just hurt a bitch, get a gun out.
Yeah, I would say this would be kind of closer to a dex brawl.
Like that?
Yeah, dex brawl. As you do this, and then there's one of the other. You'll essentially get the driver who was leaning out to shoot at Sylvie. And while this is happening, Eirlin, give me a dexterity drive roll.
2. My camera back up. Okay, dexterity drive.
Yeah.
Is this just a continued roll?
It's just a continued roll to see like how much distance you're putting between these hunters and you.
Awesome. That is 2 successes.
2 successes? Okay. Yeah, you're doing pretty good. You know, maybe there's the slight hesitation of like, oh, should we go back for Sylvie?
Yeah, I think Eirlin is like, you know, flooring it, but like continues like looking back and is like noticing that I've got only 3 people in the car, including myself, right?
Including yourself, yeah.
Which has gone way down. And I think Eirlin's mind, though, is basically, we are gonna get this person to where they need to go because that's what I was told to do. And the faster I finish this, the faster I can go home and not have to deal with any of this bullshit ever again. As one would think. So yeah, I'm driving. My Google Maps is down, but I think I remember where the gallery is because Eirlin has a very good memory, and so
You're also no longer actively being shot at, so that helps.
which is great. It's good. It's my anxiety levels going down.
Mhm. Yeah, and Nayan, it's now there's no more shooting. It's great.
I'm gonna take a second to breathe, and if it's all right, I'm gonna try to rouse to heal myself a little bit.
Yeah, go for
We
it.
have a bit of a moment. It's a success.
All right.
So I'll heal 2 superficial.
Yeah.
Well, see, look, I'm not gonna bleed on your car. It's fine. Everything's fine. Should we? No, we should go see Felix. That's what we should do.
Yep, that's exactly where I'm going. I am not gonna drive anywhere else.
I don't know that you meant that to sound sarcastic, but it wasn't reassuring the way you said it.
I don't know what you mean.
Are we going to Felix?
Yes.
All right, great. I'm just
There's
gonna take
nowhere else I would rather be going right now.
See, like again, the added. You know what? Hey, I'm Nayan. It's nice to meet both of y'all and your friends from before, but they're not here. So your names?
Eirlin, this is Nessie, and I hit the roof.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Nessie. And your driving, and your music.
Yeah, sorry about the music cutting out. I'm Nora.
It's all right. I know the soundtrack by heart.
Nora,
nice to meet you.
what did you do? Because my phone's out too.
Yeah, that probably won't come back until tomorrow. Sorry.
But what did you do?
I just kind of overpowered the electronics in the area.
Eh. Well, check out those guys. Not complaining that much.
Yeah, it seemed better than just sort of sitting in here and panicking.
And getting shot at, so I'm glad we're not getting shot at anymore.
Are you unfamiliar with kind of the more common powers and disciplines of the community?
What?
Do you not know what vampires can do?
I don't know what you mean by that.
You're a vampire. You're kindred.
Yes.
All right, solid. Let's go.
Yeah, and I imagine at that moment we're gonna jump back to because yeah, how many successes did you roll?
I don't understand my role.
Okay.
So what happens if one of my hunger dice is a messy critical and the other one is a bestial failure?
How many success? It'll only be a bestial failure if you fail the overall roll.
Okay. Well, messy critical, but it's just one critical, so it's okay. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 technically successes.
5 successes.
I was just very confused when I saw the skull and then I saw the 2 little tears. I was like, oh.
Yeah, the skull only means a bestial failure if you fail the roll, but 5 successes. 5 successes. He rolled 3 to dodge, so he's going to take 2 superficial damage as you do that and kick him back into the car.
Kick.
Yep.
Then I just clamber back up to the roof, and I go, "Hi, Sylvie."
Yeah, Sylvie's gonna poke her head up and just, oh my gosh, hi. Okay, glad you're here. And get ready for whatever our next moves are.
Yeah. What is your next move, Sylvie?
Okay, so they're in the car, you said, right? Like she's knocked them all in. Okay, cool.
So yeah, there's the person who is like leaning out of the driver's seat to shoot at you, and then there's the person who's like opened the passenger door, and then they're like behind it, like getting ready to shoot you.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I'm going to kick the passenger door and basically try to slam this person in between that gap, right? Because like there's obviously the part of the car where the door would reconnect. I want to slam the person, make like a sandwich between them and the car.
Okay. That'll be another strength plus brawl roll.
Okay. Hopefully I could do this.
And you can rouse again if you would like.
Yeah, fuck it, we ball. That's a success.
That's a success. You don't get hunger.
Cool. And I get to add 2? Or
Yes, 2 dice.
cool. And that's 3 successes.
3 successes. All right.
Mhm.
Well, this person didn't roll anything on his. So you kick the door in a way that kind of partially just sandwiches him, pushes back into the car. The car's rocking back and forth. And there's a lot of cursing.
Cool. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna do that. But I do think instead, if anything, like I think Sylvie might grab the door again and then try to do it again and like harder this time. Really end it. That's my goal at least.
Okay.
So
Yeah. We'll get around back to that in just a second.
yeah.
As Lupe, you're circling back around.
Yeah. Is there anyone else that is out but not currently in combat with the other 2?
You don't see anyone.
Cool. Let's see. It's a motorcycle. There's 3 of us. The SUV is currently not driving.
Not
I think
driving.
Lupe would notice that. This is like just a street, right?
Yeah, it's just a street.
Is there like a parked car?
Call highs or lows.
Lows.
Yeah, there's like a 1990 something Honda Civic there.
It's one of the easiest cars in America to steal. So
Exactly.
Lupe would rev the motorcycle to get directly at the SUV. Just to hit it head on, so it for sure can't drive. It would want to jump off and then try to break into this other car.
Yeah. Give me a Dex Larceny for that. As you start doing that, and that'll bring us. We'll do one more Dex plus drive roll from Eirlin.
Okay.
As just the fighting in the distance gets further and further away.
That was only 1 success, but it was like the critical on the hunger dice.
Yeah, you're fine. You're a little bit distracted. Like trying to make sure that the people you're in a coterie with are okay.
Yeah.
But like
definitely can say Eirlin is distracted. Also, there's no music. Eirlin never drives without music.
It's that awkward feeling where you're just like, why is there no music?
Yeah, it's like way too quiet.
The silence is too loud.
Yes, exactly. Eirlin starts humming. Probably a theme. Sorry. The dog in the room has decided now is the time to shake the very jingly collar. We'll just pretend that's Eirlin's carabiner.
Rhythm section.
Just the carabiner. Yeah,
it's the carabiner in the keyhole.
You're like you're doing that bouncy leg thing super hard.
So true. Yes. Yeah, Eirlin starts humming probably a theme from some car chase in some random movie that Eirlin just knows by heart.
We need to. I don't understand if you guys are just abandoning your friends or if you have a lot of faith.
Oh, you haven't really seen them fight. They'll be fine.
And I'm not a fighter, so I'm not going back there.
Hey,
my job
I'm
is to
not
get
a fighter
you
either.
to my job is to get you to the guy, and that's it. Then I get to go home.
A to B, I hear you.
Exactly. I like
That's-
you.
I like you too. All right, kid. Well, all right. Well, your fighters seemed. I mean, that Vine shit was scary as fuck. It's been a while since I've seen something like that. That was wild. And then the other one. Oh yeah, you weren't there.
Like
the
app?
goth one. No, like vines, like plant vines. The goth one.
Shit.
They were like, yeah. And then the e-girl jumped off your car. I don't know if you were pretty busy, so
Yeah, I was very busy. I had everyone in the car, and I turned around, and then I was down a couple.
And I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea where the shady one went. Like, I think she said something about a motorcycle, but like, gone. So if you all have faith in them, I got faith in them. They seem pretty scary.
They know where to meet us, and if they don't come back, well, we can go back out and look for them.
Hey, I'm just a librarian. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
yeah. What do you do, and why are you being chased?
That's a little complicated and personal, to be honest. But let's put it this way: I'm a librarian on the lam. I keep stories. I make sure stories are preserved. The history of our people, if that makes sense. You know, I know a lot of shit about a lot of shit.
I do understand how libraries work. Yes.
Yeah, but like, I'm kind of the librarian of the library.
Of the what?
What? I just keep a lot of it in here. Is what I'm saying.
Oh.
I keep a lot of it in here.
Oh, I see.
And
you remember
various
things.
others. I do. I remember things. I remember things.
Me too.
That's excellent. Great. I hope if you want, you could help me remember things. There's a lot to remember. I don't know if you like research projects.
The Battle of Hastings was in 1066.
So Lupe, how's that Dex Larson roll?
Eirlin starts rattling off facts.
Random human history facts, and I'm just like, I don't care about any of this.
No, exactly.
Like, we gotta talk about the first Inquisition. You
I
heard
got
about the Week of Nightmares.
My Dex larceny was 3 successes.
3 successes? Yeah, this is a 1990-something Honda Civic. These things, like, steal themselves.
Yeah, no, I think... And the thing is, the way Lupe does this, clearly, that was a stolen motorcycle. She does this, like, at least once a week.
You're so, like, yeah, yes, these are the 2 wires. Boop, 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 boop.
No, exactly. Like, make sure, like, her sleeve is rolled all the way up, breaks the window, like, quickly ducks in, like, hot wires the car, turns around and just, like, does, like, a honk once to make sure the other 2 know that, like, hey, this is me.
Yep. So, Faline, you are standing on top of a car.
I'm standing on top of a car.
Yes.
And we see Lupe pull up, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm basically like, I'm like right there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the window to the driver's seat is open.
Yes.
I slide my hand in underneath, and I have Etienne pop out from my sleeve to bite the driver, and Etienne has my corrosive vitae discipline.
Corrosive vitae won't necessarily do anything to a mortal.
Yeah.
But, you know, you're still biting them with a venomous snake.
Yeah. Highly venomous snake.
Highly venomous snake.
Yeah, it is, once again, horned desert viper. This is the snake from hell. Like this. But he's got a cute little French name, so he's not that bad. Actually, objectively, he's worse. Now that I think about it.
How did you die? Etienne.
Etienne.
So let's see. And I will roll for Etienne. And give.
Come on, Etienne.
All right, and then I will roll for the hunter to attempt to dodge this. And Etienne wins by 2. So just boom.
Bang, bang. Let's go.
Do that. And yeah, that hunter is going to need to seek immediate emergency care.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're freaking out about that. And Sylvie, you are going to sort of go in to try to finish this up. Give me 1 more strength plus brawl.
Yes.
And you can always rouse.
Yeah, fuck it, we ball. That is 1 success. Woohoo!
You and the beast are in accordance tonight.
Love to see it. It's only one success.
Do you want to spend a willpower to re-roll those 3?
Yeah, why not?
That's
Okay.
2.
Mhm.
I'll roll and see how their defense is. Their defense is not great. So yeah, you're able to do that, and like as you do it, they have taken a lot of damage and they are pushed back into the car, and you see Lupe pull up with the stolen Honda Civic.
By the way, it's like a dirty bronze color that you don't really see in cars anymore because they stopped doing it because it actually makes all the cars look like that color under the certain lights that are at the malls. Very specific. It's ugly.
Half the audience is super offended with that description.
That's okay.
That's
If you want to
okay.
live in 1999, si se puede.
So yeah,
All right.
do you run and jump in the car?
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna jump in the car. Specifically the back seat.
Here's Faline sitting.
Faline also wants a back seat, not gonna lie. But if it's not possible, then she'll do front. You know what I mean?
I mean, Sylvie probably has the door open waiting for you. Let's be real.
Yeah,
I
so-
do. I
yeah,
do.
okay, I'm hopping into the back, and I go, thank God, the back. And yeah, I hop.
And then Lupe, give me a Dex plus Drive roll.
Cool. You know, I say I steal a lot of cars without have any dots in drive. Can I rouse?
Yeah.
I'm gonna rouse just to be,
That's why you steal them, because you're always crashing them, and there's no point in buying one.
Exactly.
I know a number of car thieves that don't know how to drive. Like it's not unusual.
You
So I
succeed,
got a
you don't get
success.
hungrier, and you get those 2 extra dice.
Cool. So plus Dex, we add 2. Roll. 2 successes. Both on my hunger dice.
Yeah, you're peeling out of there pretty quickly. You do you manage to not get shot too much. It does kind of shoot out your back tail lights. And there might be some bullet holes in the trunk of the car, but you don't care about that.
No.
As we jump back to the other car in this lovely discussion about the Battle of Hastings.
Yeah, Nora is sitting in the back seat. She has moved from behind the driver's seat to the middle, all the better to look between these two, just back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I'm imagining you're leaning forward and sticking your face between us.
Well, I don't want to intrude because I don't want to break whatever it is that's happening here. I just want to observe.
Yeah.
It's Eirlin nerding out, and Eirlin's not even what one would consider a history buff, but Eirlin does have a really good memory to the point that it's like a merit or whatever that I took.
Nice.
And so I have total recall, so I can accurately recall anything I've ever seen or heard. So any books I've ever read, history, whatnot, I just remember everything. And
Did you tell Nayan that you have total recall?
I don't think I say that exact words because that's mechanics, but I think Eirlin would say if you asked, because this whole time I've been just spitting out random facts about anything. If you were to ask, Eirlin would respond something oh yeah, I mean memorizing things is just really easy. If I see something once, I'm gonna remember it.
Yeah, no, the syntaxes that you're using sound a lot like written, like you're reading it from your brain, like
Yes.
an eidetic memory kind of situation, right?
Yeah, that's kind of how it works. I can just I see the books in my brain. Yeah.
You know, I don't know how things with Felix are gonna settle down, but you and I could work together on a couple projects I got. You know, that's a skill set that's very useful.
So I've been told.
Only if you want to. Hey, no pressure. Not for me, at least.
Okay. I will think about it.
Are you planning to settle in Providence for a bit?
I'm planning to be here for as long as I need to be here. I don't think I can go back where I came from. Not for a little bit at least. Give it
Yeah,
a couple decades. We'll see how it goes.
considering all the firepower and the vines or whatever. I mean, I wasn't inside, but yeah, I think it's best you hide out a bit. You know.
I mean, that's the plan, right? Lay low outside of the city. But we'll see. We'll see how far this trip takes me. But for tonight, I'm real grateful. I'm real grateful y'all were there because I don't know that I would have gotten out of that situation with my vitae intact.
Hmm.
Puts their rocks glass back in their inside pocket. How much further to Felix's, huh?
Not far now. Are there any interesting conversations going on in the other car?
This is not my blood on me. But like, it's not on my pants, is it? Because like my pants are like not black. In fact, they're like lighter than khaki brown.
No, it looks good. It matches your coat. But you fully see Sylvie on her dead as a doorknob phone, trying desperately to turn it back on.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. Nora did something weird, and now nothing works.
That's weird. I mean, I'm sure Nora can fix that. And
I
if
hope so.
not, yeah. Well, you can borrow my phone for a bit if you need it.
It's
Because
fine.
my phone still works. My phone still works, right, Aubrey?
Yes, you were not
Okay,
in the
good.
2 yards.
My phone still works.
Lupe would just been like going through the radio stations
Mm,
and just trying to figure out something, and just like at one point it's so late / early, you
mm.
get to a radio station that's just playing like this is DJ something, all 90s all the time. And starts playing gangster rap.
Hell yeah.
Lupe, whose car is this?
It's Lupe's car.
I mean, it's Lupe's car now, but like
Lupe would like look around, open up the glove compartment, pulls out a bunch of shit, and just looks like Steven Jenkins. I don't fucking know. Here, your registration now.
Oh no, not with this car. Thank you though. Are you gonna blow this one up too?
Ew.
Or well, crash it? You gonna crash this car too?
Probably just gonna drive it around until it runs out of gas.
Oh, that's actually a lot better. Yep. Ignore me.
You're fine. Hopefully they are too distracted. And we get
Oh, but
back
I have
to
your helmet. Your helmet's still safe.
Oh, yeah. I think maybe do you hand it to Lupe?
I put it in the front seat, like the front passenger seat. There you go, helmet.
Oh, Lupe's like, oh wow, grabs it, throws it out the window.
Why would you do that? Why would you do
Not
that?
mine.
You may be pseudo immortal, but you gotta like not do that.
You can't litter. In fact, I feel like it's more important for us as vampires not to litter, because like we are going to be on this planet forever.
Honestly, it's a perfectly good helmet. Someone's gonna find it and they're gonna be very excited they found a free helmet. Look, the last person I got off already skid 30 feet on the ground and the helmet was fine.
Lupe, you're gonna get a helmet next time. You're gonna love this helmet. You'll go everywhere with this helmet. We'll deck it out, and then you'll be safe.
Yeah. smash
You're gonna
cut
turn up the music a
to
little louder.
smash cut to the Honda Civic pulling up behind Gallery Noir, where like Eirlin had just parked a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, and Lupe just
Yes,
gets
as
out.
soon as I park, I get out of the car and I am ready to walk inside.
Yep. The group is reunited now.
Hey, you guys made it. Good.
Hey.
Oh shit, you
Hi
caught up.
there.
Dang.
Oh yeah, that was Hey, I was telling these three, I'm Nayan. It's I didn't catch anyone's names. It was a little while back there. So I just kind of be calling you like Vine Goth and Scary E-Girl and
I'm not an eager.
person with vehicles.
I'm not a goth.
I didn't
Yeah.
mean nothing by that. I don't listen. What I'm saying is I don't know your names. I'd like to know your
I'm
names if
Sylvia,
you
but
will.
you can call me Sylvie.
It's nice to meet you, Sylvie. I shake her.
I'm Faline. Please call me Faline.
All right, Faline. Like follow up.
Yeah, la
Yeah,
soft
it's
A.
obvious. Who would get that wrong?
Americans.
Yeah, yeah, that's bad.
And then just Lupe.
Nice. Anyway, this is Felix's place.
Yes,
Yeah, we better.
he's in here.
Oh no, nobody here has like a wet ones or something like that, right?
Oh, I do. And
Yeah,
Eirlin
do you mind?
opens
I
the
just-
car back up, digs through piles of napkins, and pulls out like a travel pack size of wipes and gives you one.
Okay,
As we're walking,
Oh.
as we're walking in, Sylvie's gonna be like, I wonder if he's gonna be like making eyes at that girl again. I wonder what's going on there.
Well, I
Oh,
think they're doing
Vanessa?
more than making eyes.
Well, yeah, they were doing way more than making eyes, but like I hope they're not doing anything more than that. And I look to Eirlin and I'm like, do you know that person?
Vanessa? Yeah, we went to school together, and she's the artist of the painting that Felix had.
Oh, so it's serious?
What?
Oh, Felix has got a new paramour. That's excellent.
Bomb.
You know, they're hanging out.
They're dating,
Talking.
Oh, they're dating.
Yeah.
at least.
That's what we're
At
asking you, I
least.
think.
Oh,
it kind of looked like it, and like Faline has been wiping her face and making a perfect, like, as perfect as can be to not ruin the lipstick that was on before, because there's no way if I do this, it's gone, it's over for me, folks. So like, just going around wiping the blood, you see her like use her phone as like a mirror, and she's like, just like trying to fix it as much as she can. I think it's still clear that there's gonna be splatter, like little, at least freckles of blood here and here, but like just not like
But
I'm
see,
a child.
that's so e-girl of you to have freckles of blood.
So true. And I think Eirlin's just shrugging and saying like, I just know the art, that's all.
It's wild that two art students from the same school are now both vampires. That's kind of interesting.
We are in Providence.
That's
where
fair.
the school-
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean, Faline and I like motion. We used to work at the same opera house, so I guess you have a point.
I mean, I still work there sometimes.
Yeah.
So you have found yourself, you sort of let yourself in the back, like the door was kind of like meant for you to come back through. Like someone left it cracked. And you can eventually find yourself standing before his office door.
Eirlin will knock.
Oh, yeah. After you
I was gonna ask if I could take a moment to try to remember the etiquette for the situation.
Sure, yeah. Give me an intelligence etiquette roll.
This is what I
This is my specialty.
etiquette. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, actually, yes. I also have points, more than one in etiquette. We shaking hands.
All right. So, that is once again 5 successes.
5 successes. Yeah, you know that you have been offered sanctuary here, under Felix, and it's kind of like, will you be announced that you're in the domain? That's yet to be decided. But for the time being, you are not going to be announced to be in the domain, and it's
I don't
Felix.
expect to be. Sorry, I don't expect to be walking into court, right? This is like his private
No,
office.
this is his private office.
In that case, I'll take my hat off. And the rest of you will see a little crusty, honestly, because I've done a couple things, but I have a third eye right in the middle. And it has bled several times this evening, but then with the knit cap, you know how it is. So I take that, and then I take some of the wadding, like the napkins Eirlin gave me, and I like clean it up a little. Like I get the crusty, like half coagulated. I'm like, all right. How do I look? I look okay? I got hat hair, don't I?
I mean, yeah, but so do I.
Yeah, but you live here. Just a little bit of a... Sylvie, how do I look?
Sylvie's mouth is fully just agape, and she cannot stop staring at your third eye. Like, it's so painfully obvious.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Hey, I would...
I
appreciate
would?
everything.
Listen, that's funny.
Don't let anybody know, all right? I don't really know what Felix's plans for integration here are, but I would offer you a minor boon, both for your service this evening and also for the trust that I'm giving you. Is that all right with everyone here?
Like, not tell anyone that you have that?
Yes. Don't. Do you know what this? We'll talk more after. I feel like nobody gave you like the Kindred 101 handbook.
Aubrey, do I know what Salubri are?
Give me an intelligence occult roll.
Okay.
Also, anybody can also make this roll as well to see if you know what a salubri is.
I have 9 dice in intelligence occult.
I know what I am.
It's intelligence occult. Yes.
Yes, intelligence occult.
Aubrey, do I have to roll for that?
Damn.
No, you do not.
I got 1 success and a possible bestial failure.
5.
5 successes. 4 successes. Sylvie, you've never,
I don't know how much Sylvie really gets outside of her own clan, so that makes sense.
And both Faline and Eirlin, you both know what a salubri is. You've been given these are all of the clans talk. This is one, there's not that many of them. So, the exact number of salubri in existence is wishy-washy, but, third eye, some people say they betrayed clans years ago, but, who's to say anymore?
Years, months, days, who knows?
I think Eirlin just nods and says, like, yeah, that's fine. That's rare.
Yeah, not a lot of us around, and due to our particular predilections on how we pass on the gift, not a lot of us to be made. But I
can't imagine.
Yeah. And you'll see Nayan get like a moment of like, okay, yeah, all right, we should go in, right? We should go in.
Now I knock on the door.
Yeah.
I just make sure Nayan is cleaned up just a little bit more, so that way they're a little bit more comfortable.
Keep the blood off the back of the jacket.
Yeah, I got you. Just because I've definitely got.
I take out more napkins from my own wounds to hand.
Yeah. We're just taking it off because presenting yourself must be very stressful, and just take that all out.
Yeah. You knock on the door. Moments later, you hear a voice telling you to enter. You open. You see the same office as before. It is just Felix this time, sort of leaning against the desk. And you, Nayan, see Felix for the first time. You'd only ever conversed, like, over the phone and through correspondences. he will immediately get up off the desk and move forward to shake your hand and just being like, I am so glad that you're here okay, and I'm so glad that everything seemed to go off pretty well.
As this Tremere puts his hand out to me, I'm like, Ramajin Sorrel, I am the Nayan, sired by the Nayan, sired from the line of the Nayan, and I gratefully accept your invitation. And I go in and shake his hand.
Yeah. He is very aware of like how important of a moment this is. He is aware of the Tremere's history with the Sylvie, and he will shake your hand, and he's like looking you in the eye, and just he says, and I've been having my child there prepare a space for you. We have a very nice loft that's in a historic building. There's plenty of books for you to read.
I appreciate it. We discussed having some of my things sent for from some of the more secure places to leave them behind.
Yes, I have a couple of agents I trust working on it.
Hey, I appreciate it. I really do. And hopefully we can make this work.
I hope so too. Yeah. And if a few of you, Faline and Eirlin and Nora, you will know how strange this is for Tremere and Sylvie to be like this. Yeah, it's...
Hey, Nora, I gotta say, Felix, can I call you Felix?
Yes, you can call me Felix.
Yeah, all right, great. I appreciate it. I gotta say, this coterie, what's your name? What's your coterie name?
You can call us Dead or the Den.
Dead or the Den?
Yes, it's technically it's Delta Epsilon Delta. We're on a campus, but you can also just call us the Den.
Okay. Felix, their name's really fucking dumb, but they did good work today. They really impressive, the work they pulled off. So I don't know what deal you got with them, but keep my eyes on these kids.
I am certainly going to keep an eye on them. And we'll look at the rest of you and just say, as I said, major boon for your coterie, minor boons for each of you. And I will make sure that Nayan gets to his accommodations. You are more than free to leave here for the night. I have no further need of any of your services.
I know I'm supposed to follow up with you kids about some stuff. I'll get contact information from Mr. Felix.
I can
work it out.
We'll figure that all out.
I think a little too quickly, Eirlin stands up and does one of these and turns to go and says, "Thank you. Have a good night, y'all. I will be where I am. You know where to find me."
Nora will linger and ask if she can cash that boon in now.
The minor boon?
Minor boon.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to that in just a second. Faline, your phone vibrates. And Lupe, your phone would vibrate as well. None of the rest of your phones would vibrate because they're all off.
Yeah, I don't have a phone.
I'm fucking muted. I will. So I wanted to also linger. So what I'm going to do actually is excuse myself so I can stand in the hallway outside the office, to give Nora some space, but also to answer this and yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing.
Yeah, it is a text message. It is from the sheriff, and says, I need you to meet me at your domain as soon as possible. Something has happened.
I stick my head back in and just go, all right, Dead gang, we actually have to leave right now. sheriff wants us.
How far away have I walked at this point?
I think you're like halfway down the hallway.
You like have to turn back around, like fuck.
Yeah,
Just
like
pretend you didn't hear.
yeah, Eirlin is. Yeah, you know what? Eirlin's gonna pretend that he didn't hear you. I'm gonna keep walking.
Oh my god, not this. Hear no evil, see no evil.
Well, Eirlin
I'm
also
fucking dealing with your evil.
specifically does not like the sheriff.
Ah,
It's not that I don't like the sheriff. It's that I'm fucking terrified of the sheriff.
so fair.
But yes, Nora, you would have a second to cash in this boon. What are you asking for?
I'm actually not sure which of you would be best to answer this, but I'm looking for someone. Their trail dried up here. Alyssa. Daniel Bloom?
And Felix is... I'm going to have Felix make a roll real quick. Where is he? He is right here. We're going to do... How many fucking dice he has? Okay. He's thinking, and he goes, I've heard that name somewhere before. I don't know where they are. Give me a few nights and I can probably find out. If they're in the domain, I'll find them.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, and I'll contact you when I know their location. And that's about the time where you got the thing from Faline.
Yeah, Nora will sort of nod at them both and head back out to the group.
Yeah, you just let Eirlin walk off.
I mean, if Eirlin doesn't want to come, they'll get in trouble, not me.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think Sylvie's instinct would to be like to force him like.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I did shout it out, so my assumption is Eirlin heard it, and whether
Made a
or not,
decision.
whether or not Z does it, yeah.
Eirlin likely is going to be hearing from Helena. I imagine like I arrive home and Helena's just there. Where do you think you're going?
Ooh, you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah. But we'll figure out what exactly is up with the sheriff and everything next time. As this has been the very first episode of Last of Eden's Vices, I am going to let my cast tell you who they are, who they've played, and where you can find them on the internet. And we'll start with that same order as before. We'll start off with you, Aki.
Hello, I'm Aki or Akino, and I have been Faline, like fa la 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 la, and you can find me basically anywhere at some variation of Akinomi_art, where I do many, many, many things. Right now, the only thing I feel like I can do a super shout out for is most Wednesdays over at the DM Mandy's channel. You can find me playing some D&D over there, where I'm the necromancer. I swear that's different, but that's just because I know things OOC. That's it.
Where you're the necromancer instead of the necromanced? What was the connection there, Akina?
You don't need to worry about shit, okay? Don't worry about it. If I sound obsessed, no, please go. It's 10:30 at night, 10:40.
Yeah, hi y'all. I'm Alyssa. I have played Nora. You can find me online at A Disaster Queer. You can find me most Wednesdays with Aquino on that same D&D stream, or with Aquino and Dusty on An Unwavering Force, which is a Star Wars podcast using Pathfinder 2E rules. And that's me.
Hey, I've been Dusty. I've been playing Lupe Cruz. You could find me on the webs at Dusty Hill. I'm in a couple of things with the past two people who spoke, but please do check on Wavering Force. I run that as well. It's exactly what Alyssa said. It's a good gay old time. Very dramatic, very sad. Depending when this comes out, we're planning to release a very sad episode. But it's good sad. But yeah, check that out. Unwavering Force at Dusty Hill and all that good stuff.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jay or Nala. I have been Eirlin Shu, the lovely Malkavian vampire. I am everywhere on the internet at Nala Draws. If by the time this comes out and Twitter is still somehow kicking, I'm at Nala Woo there. But otherwise, on all the other places, that is Nala Draws. I am an art director and illustrator. Geez, working full time doing freelance and TTRPGs. Besides artwork, I am also a voice actor, sensitivity consultant, and a TTRPG performer. I have no idea when this is going to come out, so I don't have anything specific to plug other than if you want art for your project. I also do layout design and consults. I can sit down with you and help you figure out what your art budget is. I also would love to art direct for you in your projects. Email me, hire me, pick me, choose me, love me. I'm gonna pass it to Liv.
I'm screaming. I highly recommend picking and choosing Jay. I have had the absolute pleasure of working with them on 3 different art projects. Truly incredible, truly incredible. Really, honestly, working with them has helped me learn how to work with other artists. I like to think that I'm a better commissioner because of that. And I have social anxiety, so I need people to like me, especially people who are providing me a service.
I like you a lot.
Oh, thank you. I love you so much. But anyway, hi, I'm Liv. Now that you've learned about one of my social anxieties, let me tell you about who I am. I'm Liv. I use she, they pronouns, and you can find me anywhere on the internet at Live in a Day. I'm Liv. It's my day. I'm living it. Most of the time, if you want to watch me and my performances, since I am a TTRPG performer, you can find me on Mondays at Total Party Chills Under the Table, which is our indie showcase game show there. So every season we play different games, different systems, basically nothing, if anything besides fantasy and a D20. That's it. As long as you don't have those 2 things, we'll probably play your game. But if you were thinking, man, where could I see this person do fantasy games featuring a D20? Trust me, I do plenty of D&D on a variety of channels, so find me on Twitter and see some of my projects like Last Dragon Writer or Strix U.
And Shawn, would you like to tell us where we can find anything that you make?
Oh, find things that I make. You can find things that I've had my fingers in your local game store if you'd like. I've edited for a number of companies you've heard of. But hey, I'm Shawn Banerjee. You can find me anywhere at Shawn Banerjee or in the greater Atlanta metropolitan area, I suppose. If you want to try that. And I'll play one thing because regardless of when this comes out, I'm still going to be hyped about it. Go to kaboasetting.com and that will tell you all the most recent. Oh, everyone's cheering. All the most recent things. What's going on with Kaboa. Currently, at the time of filming, we are taking late pledges through BackerKit. Kaboa is a South American setting by a fully South American creative team. I'll shout out our amazing social media manager, Dusty, who is this way from me on my screen.
Yeah.
And other than that, like I appear on streams sometimes, and it's been an absolute pleasure and an absolute honor to play with these beautiful people. This has been so much fun, especially thank you for putting up with my neonate as a player, if not as a character. But yeah, it's me.
Yes, we'll probably see Nayan again at some point. They survived, so
Oh no.
Was that an option? Could we have killed them?
they.
Oh God.
Yeah,
You, Nora, you could have given me aggravated damage by giving me a high five. You're wearing a silver ring.
yeah.
I wrote it down. I was like, if that hand touches me.
Yep. There's and this is also just like if somebody. That's why I kept asking about people's hunger levels, because if you get too hungry and you're around a salubri, it's a problem.
I'm delicious.
Yep. But yes, I'm Aubrey. You can find me everywhere on the internet at the Mad Queen. And yeah, I do all this so many things over here. I've goblins and gays, all that stuff. Check me out on Queen's Court. I've probably doing at least the music for whatever's coming out, if not performing in something. So yeah, we will see everyone same time next week. Cannot wait to see what happens next.